I didn't. Okay. I didn't turn on any of my audio. Actually, I forgot to hit those buttons. So you said
penis.
There it is. Thank you. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Mystic Talks. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing here. I have a whole list of shit we're supposed to talk about, and now I can't find it on screen somewhere. So we're gonna do that. This is the opportunity for me and all the people that I usually play with to come and just chat with you. Come and just chat with you all, my loyal viewers.
No, I'm just white. Sorry.
You probably want it darker, like the.
Could we please stop distracting him? He's really trying to focus and making this professional.
Hey, look, a dog.
I'm sorry, John. I never want to disappoint you.
That's okay. I'll let you off this once.
Every day of your fucking life. Anyway, this is an opportunity for all of you wonderful viewers to come here, chat with us, when we can give you our full attention rather than playing a game or what have you. We have some topics we'll talk about ourselves. We'll do a little introduction so you guys can know who we all are outside of gaming here. But I will say hello to Phoenix. I see you're joining us. You got Andy and Noob34 dropped a comment earlier. But we are joined today, me, your host. We have Jess, Sydney, Andy, Jason, Milos, and Swifty.
Hello.
Yeah.
All should be familiar names. Noob34 is flexing his 3-month membership. Fuck yeah, buddy. So what we'll do real quick, we're each going to get about 3 minutes or so at most, just kind of give an introduction about who we are.
I'm glad you said at most.
At most, yeah, I could talk about myself forever. I'm an asshole. So I'll have a timer going, but I'm not going first, so that means that Sydney's going to go first.
Hold on, because I think we should go in alphabetical order, so that means Andy should go first.
No, I'm good.
I can't count. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Idea. Yeah.
All right, that means Andy goes first. Tell us a little bit about who you are. What led you here? What do you do outside of gaming and computer stuff? When you're touching grass, tell us about that.
Ooh, when I'm touching grass? Well, usually if I'm touching grass, I'm probably drunk as hell.
Is the phrase not touching cloth?
We could go with that. Yeah, so I'm Andy. And besides gaming, I do work like every other sort of.
So what do you do for work?
So I did do soda, manufacturing soda. Did that for about 7 years. And I just did a little job change as well. So I will be doing Amazon deliveries. So yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we're never seeing Andy again. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, sorry. I do have
Andy.
days. I have days off, but yeah.
Half of those are mine.
And you
he has 3 days off every 2 years.
Yeah, and I assume you have to sleep at the warehouse.
So you can't wear headphones anymore. Sorry. Rest in pieces.
Yep.
Anything else? You got 2 minutes left. Introduce yourself.
Well, there's a lot of questions that we're going to be going over too. So
True.
I don't want to say too much, and then we gotta repeat ourselves. So
all right, fair enough. In that case, next in the lineup of names, I can't count. Probably Jason. I say Jess.
Yeah, it would be you, Dennis.
I was gonna go last. I think all of you guys know me. Okay,
you said
never met you in my entire life.
Okay, let me restart my timer here. So,
who are you people?
Hot, though.
I'm your host, the MysticSpaceCats. Probably better known as Dennis. Outside of the world of video games, which gaming and streaming is essentially my entire life now at this point. I like to shoot guns, like to drive my car, like to ride my motorcycle. That's about it. I'm a very boring person. Lots of Lego too. If I had made my office pretty, I could pan the camera around. There's a giant bookshelf of Legos here, Lego back there, some Star Wars collectibles. But yeah, no, I work for my local municipal court as a criminal courtroom clerk. So I spend my days in a courtroom doing court stuff, laughing at people. And yeah, no, like Andy did make a good point. There's a lot of good questions to introduce ourselves better. So I don't want to give away too much. So we'll move along to Jason, unfortunately.
I mean, we don't really have to talk about me. There's not much.
17-year-old.
He is a
We
younger
can
fella.
We're all doing
introduce
it, Jay. So you
you
got
for
There's
you
not
if you
much
want.
to
we'll
me, I
we'll all
mean-
introduce you for you if you really don't feel comfortable about it.
You don't want.
Did he fill out the permission slip to be able to actually talk?
Okay.
Don't
We
Oh
have
yeah,
his
I picked
mom
it. I picked it
Got
up
a
from his
signature
mom
from
last night.
mom? Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
Then.
Sydney.
Sydney was there. She knows.
I was with
Wait,
Jess
what?
last night. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh well, then who the fuck was with me?
Milo.
That was
Oh, no.
Andy in a really convenient. Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
Oh,
wonderful.
shit.
I mean, my hair
Wait.
is longer than Sydney's.
We can
so.
just skip to Jess.
Sydney, did you check
It
my
is.
snap?
Oh, good lord.
Excuse me. We seem to be going off topic here.
Yes,
Jason.
Jay, go ahead, Jay.
Sorry, Jay. Yes.
What do you mean? There's literally
close
nothing
enough.
to me.
Right?
Introduce
You
yourself.
share that with Dennis later.
At least tell us what your fucking name is and what you like to do outside of gaming, you little shit.
Stand up at the front.
Hi,
That's
my
fine.
name's
There's-
Jason.
I-
Hi.
I
don't have
jump
a life
women
outside of gaming.
because she's crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, skip Jay then. He's obviously too flustered to deal with,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
the
yeah.
internet.
That's
We
just
put him on the
crazy
spot.
accusations.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
didn't put me on the spot. I knew I was coming.
Internet. This is Jason. He's the child of the group. We're all here because we've got like parental responsibilities
they're all
of
my
him. We've got to
supervisors,
make sure he
essentially.
doesn't get into any trouble. But he still does.
Yeah, that he does.
Not very good supervisors, I must say.
Wow,
Well,
really?
you're not a very good
Ah.
Yeah.
child.
I mean,
so-
I'm not paid
I
enough
know. Thank you.
to do this, but okay.
All right, we'll move on to Jess then. Jess, tell us about yourself.
I am Jess. I have my own Twitch channel. I'll have Dennis can post it later.
Yes,
if
I
he
will.
remembers. But I play Minecraft and GTA on the SLRP server. Divorced with 2 kids. Single. Don't lie. Don't lie. You're not single. Totally I'm not putting a ring on it. I mean, we're live. I can't say that. My daughter could watch this any day now.
Can't you feel the chemistry between those two?
Oh boy, better than the. Never mind.
But yeah, I work in special education at an elementary school. And it's my first full-time job ever. Because I'm only 25 with 13 years experience. And it's my first full-time job ever.
You
Yep,
have no
and,
idea how I was trying to like hold back making a comment about some form of a link between your work and Jason, and that's why he's here.
Oh, I was gonna do that between her and how she met Dennis.
The special needs.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, are we all here because you're our teacher?
Maybe. This is our field trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. I'm Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle. Was
Jason
awesome.
doesn't know who she is.
That's true.
He's the lady from the Magic School Bus, right?
Wow, you actually know.
The lady
Yeah, I
from the
actually know.
Magic
He's
School.
he's
Bus.
He's a driver.
100% just googled that shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Google. Oh, shut up.
Okay,
up.
Google, unshit my
Shut
pants. All right. No, god damn it, mine did it too. Who the fuck comes next? Probably Milos.
Milos.
Hello, everybody. My name is Milos, aka Meatwash, on YouTube. I started streaming a couple months ago, I think. Or wait, maybe December? I don't even remember anymore. But I've had my YouTube channel for 12 years, and it was absolutely stale up until about 7 months ago. Had the opportunity to link up with Dennis on SLRP, and it's been history ever since. That's how I met everybody here. And outside of computers, when I go and touch grass,
You really touch
sometimes
grass.
I like to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, sometimes I like to go actually look at cars that I can't afford and daydream about them.
Mm-hmm.
Other times, hikes, things like that. The beach, I'm a big fan of. But my job, I'm in a delivery service. That's all about I could say about it. And I love it. So see where it takes me.
Any
friend and family discounts?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, there you go.
yeah,
If you need things
we
delivered,
can
there you
talk.
are.
We can talk. But that's about it. Yeah, everything else I think we're going to discuss in the questions. So don't want to get too much out.
Alrighty. And
Short
that's
and
going to bring
simple.
us to
They don't
John.
need 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't even know why I put a limit on
I
there.
do want to pause and say it should have been Jay, Jess, and then John.
Yeah,
after
no,
those,
I
but
know.
Hang on a second.
we don't know
'cause
the alphabet. It's
Swifty.
okay.
Yeah. We're just
Yeah,
going by
Swifty.
what Discord had.
Yeah. Let's do it right here. I am Swifty, and that is all I have ever been known as. It's only you fuckers that start making up a name for me. Is it my turn now?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
Sorry, Tom.
Okay, yeah.
Don't start that again.
I am Swifty. I have no idea why I'm here. I don't know any of these people. I'm being held at will. Somebody please call 911.
He doesn't
Wait, but
even
I
live
thought
in
you
the.
don't have 911.
Yeah, he doesn't live in the States. 911 would do nothing for him.
Exactly. No, I am Swifty. I have had the unfortunate pleasure of gaming with all of these guys on multiple occasions, despite the quite clear time difference, and I am an idiot staying up currently 2:15 in the morning to be able to do this. However, these are my friends. I care about them, and I care about you guys in the chat. So, yeah, Matt on
His name is
SLRP.
Walter, says Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, you viewers may know him better as
You
Walter.
will.
I'm
you
gonna call
will know me as Walter.
999.
Somebody call. Please don't, because it will just ring through to my phone.
It's
Yeah,
personal phone.
gaming. If I'm not gaming, I will be spending time with my family or single-handedly keeping Krispy Kreme in business. Some of you will get that, some of you won't, but that's not my
Feeling
problem.
all those donuts up.
Hey, nice. Oh,
Ramon said, "Did Swifty just say he cares about me?"
No, Ramon. Everybody but you.
everybody but Ramon. That's unfortunate.
Damn. Huzzah! Another Brit, you glorious person. So
Oh.
many mods in one stream. Yeah. I mean, I'm in here too, look. Oh, holy shit.
Everybody's a mod. Let's see. That's moving us on to Sydney. And Jess, can you send me your Twitch?
But I want to know what everyone else
I thought I
thinks
knew it,
about
but
me.
it's different. Or it said I couldn't
Start
find you.
speaking and see how many people turn around and tell you to shut up. You'll know whether people like you or not.
Dennis, just so you know, Phoenix took care of.
There you go.
Oh,
You put the links in there.
Yeah.
Good lad.
yes, for everybody, but I don't. But Jess is still isn't in there. Jess, I thought I knew your Twitch, unless you changed it. Maybe that's why I can't find it.
No, it's still the TAEILA.
Oh, hi.
Why
okay.
did my brain immediately start thinking you were singing It Girl?
Milos,
Nice,
really?
Milos.
We'll
Really?
celebrate it. Celebrate a $5 super chat. Jason is 11, and he hasn't proven otherwise.
I thought I graduated to 12. What's
Nope.
up?
Maybe if you turn
No,
fucking 12.
You've proven to us today by putting a garage door on a castle that you built that you're not grown up enough.
Dude, I didn't know what other door to use.
Look at that,
I'm so
mate.
glad that I wasn't around for that.
And I do want to
go.
apologize to everybody for the background of Sydney. That is our kitchen. It's an absolute shit show right now as we're trying to fucking renovate it. So just disregard what's behind there. Chat, I am watching you. I assure you I'm not ignoring you. There will be times that
He's 100% ignoring you.
specific
The
times that
only
will.
time he doesn't ignore you is when we're prodding him and sending him messages being like, dude,
With a
your
cow
chat.
prod. A cattle prod.
Cattle
Mhm.
prod. I'll show
the
you a
taser.
cattle prod.
Taser,
Hey,
taser!
Jay, did you like the taser?
No, it sucked. I was the only one that got tased.
Why do you think Andy made it?
I don't know,
Got
to tase skeletons and stuff, not to tase actual people.
No,
just-
it's
Just
a
to put me
in
in
a
jack,
check.
really?
I was going to say, let's be honest. Of all the people that deserve to be tased, it is you.
Whoa,
Already
whoa,
been
whoa! I'm
tased.
only 11. I can't handle that like an actual taser.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
That's normal.
Also, Dennis, there's 19 people in the stream.
Holy
right
shit, that's a lot of people. What's up, viewers? I love you all. Thank you for being here.
What's up, brother?
Sydney, it's your turn to introduce
Sydney, shut
yourself.
up.
In your ADHD
Shut up,
looking ass.
Jason. Shut the fuck up, Jason.
now. Sorry.
Me. Here. Hey. Come here.
I think the only thing that she has personally about herself is the dog.
It is.
Yeah,
I'm
of
sorry,
course it
Sydney.
is.
You're the only person that's actually nice to me here.
Shut up,
Look
Jason.
at my dog.
That's our dog, Jason.
Get off my pizza.
Her name is Maeve. I don't know why I said it's Jason. I am tired. That's our dog. I renamed her Jason officially. All
No,
right.
This
you
is
just
Maeve,
got two
Gary.
pets.
Oh, Christ on a stick.
She is the mascot of MysticSpaceCats merch. Link in the.
She.
You guys know what time it is?
No,
You tried.
I don't know. What time is
I
it?
tried hard.
It is beer 30.
Oh my god, I need a Jack and Coke. I
Ooh.
meant to start drinking before this. There goes Sydney to
What,
make
you
my
guys
drink for
haven't been
me.
drinking all day? Shit.
No, I was at work until about an hour ago.
So was I.
Wow.
Sydney, you walked away. You're supposed to be introducing yourself.
I don't think.
This-
Sydney,
this-
do a
this
little
is
dance
literally-
for us.
this is how she introduces herself. Sydney has
yeah.
the
Attention
call it?
span of a peanut.
attention span. Nah, there it is.
Oh my god, that
There it is.
whole
Shiny
back
colours,
looks good.
bright noises, shit like that. She's boom gone. That's
Bright
it. We've lost her.
noises?
Mhm.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. That concludes our introductions. Take us 20 minutes to get through introducing ourselves. That is terrifying.
Perfect. Fill
Well,
that time in.
I should say 50, about
Realistically,
15
it took us like
minutes.
15.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Dennis, you just said the same thing.
I'm gonna skip down. These two questions are kind of the same. So we've compiled a list of questions for ourselves to ask each other. We will turn to the chat every so often. Hold your questions until I ask for your questions. Otherwise, we're gonna miss them, and I would hate to do that. What's up, Dylan? All right. So, the first question I'll start with: what games did you play growing up? We can kind of go just in panel order. I can answer first, and it goes over like Jess, Sydney, Andy, so on and so forth. Hey, that's alcohol. Hey,
how
that's
we
my
should have
dog.
done the introductions. That would have been so much easier.
Cheers.
Spilled it on my lap. Yep.
Good job.
Okay. All right. So the question. Oh man, next time I'm gonna find a way to put the question up on screen so like everyone can see what the question is at the time.
So he's gonna come tomorrow, I guess.
I'm gonna-
That's what we have.
I don't want to server mute him, but I also it's fine. It'll be fine.
Notepad.
Okay. Notepad.
Yeah, use your notepad.
Oh god, it's actually only streaming the whatever the fuck you call it, Discord right now. I will figure it out for next time. The question, nonetheless, is what games did you play growing up? So I'll go first. My first.
What the frick?
Sorry, we had to pause for the what the frick from Phoenix. My first gaming console was a GameCube, and I grew up playing the original Lego Star Wars games, which were fucking awesome. Along with the best Need for Speed ever, which was Need for Speed Carbon. So later
Ooh,
on,
that's fighting words, bro.
I know. Let me guess. You're what the fuck is that shit game? Most Wanted. You're a Most Wanted fan.
Yeah, most wanted was
yeah.
my shit, bro.
Yeah, no, Carbon substantially better.
Dennis, check
Or was
this
it Underground 2?
I will. Oh, okay. Underground 2 was a good a good one.
That was a good one too.
Absolutely.
Oh, is it my turn?
Starting off.
It is Jess's turn.
Damn.
Does everyone hang on, let me make sure. Does everyone see the
Sydney can
panel?
go next.
Sydney can go next. I don't care.
Maybe I'm just gonna leave with Jess. Don't look up and smile. You you were so young, my god. I starting off like gaming wise.
Yeah, the first and second games that you played, what got you into
The
gaming?
very first game I played was Duck Hunt.
Nice, nice.
I played that with my uncle, and then I went to Wii Sports with my brothers because I have two brothers. And then from there, I
Mm,
got
Wii Sports.
PlayStation and was all for Black Ops. But I'm gonna get hate for it because my favorite Call of Duty is Call of Duty Ghosts.
I'm gonna disconnect you. I swear to God. All right.
You know, you might as well ban her.
Yeah. Well, I'll ban
Shut
you
up,
first.
Jay.
But...
Who are
You're
you?
gonna say you're gonna say your first game was Battlefield 2042.
No, okay, that's just crazy for me. That's just crazy.
All right.
So I actually I got up to go get my first one.
Yes.
Does those count?
With Tetris
Yes,
and
you
Bonk's
absolute
Revenge. So it all goes into their carrying case.
For fuck's sake, Jess, I feel so old.
So I got this for my 10th birthday, and it had just come out like the previous year. So yeah, that's what I played growing up.
All right.
To be included.
Oh, hi, baby
All right,
doll.
I think it's Andy's next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with me growing up, I had 2 older siblings and a younger sibling. So, we had lots of stuff. We had Sega. I'm not sure if anyone knows. That is, you know. There was
heard the name.
Sonic. The Sonic game on there. We used to play that a lot. We had Nintendo 64, which we used to play a lot of the Mario Kart the games as like all siblings, you know. And then PlayStation as well. I played Crash Bandicoot on that one.
Yeah.
I think that was probably like the most favorite one.
Did
Especially,
you guys
you know,
play Kirby?
What about Spyro?
Ooh,
yes.
Spyro.
Yep, that one too. Yep.
All these games I've never heard of.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Child.
Dennis's games include Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty's Battlefield, and then
Racing
Need for
games.
Speed. That's about it. Yeah.
Pretty much. Jason?
Oh, it's my turn.
This is
Unfortunately.
gonna be short.
Okay,
It's gonna be short.
My first game was Halo 5.
So my first actual like game console was the
GTA
Xbox
6.
360. Okay, this is crazy. Can I speak or no?
No.
Barely.
Just kidding, Jay.
You need
I'm
to raise
kidding.
your hand.
Okay. So my first game console was the Xbox 360. I got it for Christmas one year. It came with Forza Horizon 2. And
Oh yes. OG.
Oh my God, I'm old.
I love
so that was
game.
like the first actual game that I played on. But before that, my brother had an Xbox original, and every now and again he would let me play Lego Star Wars on it. You know, let me play with him.
The original or Skywalker Saga?
I don't remember. This was so
Hold on,
long
don't-
ago. I was
don't
like
those
5.
have like an age?
Not even. I
restriction
might
on
have been
them?
like 4 or 3. I don't remember.
The joke is the Skywalker Saga came out just 2 years ago.
Oh.
Moving on. As you were saying.
Milos, it's your turn.
Oh God, he's gonna talk about that game you saw everyone playing in the 20s where they're running down the street with the stick and the wheel. You know what I'm
Back
fucking
in
talking
my day, we used to have hoop and stick. It was a fun
Yeah.
time.
No. I was actually trying to find the console that I played back in the day when I was like 4 or 5.
Chalk and slate.
I used to stay at my cousin's house in the mornings when I had to go to a dentist appointment because our dentist was not in our hometown. So if I ever had to stay there, I would just crash at his house overnight, and he was in his 20s, but he was essentially babysitting me. He had a PlayStation 1, and I remember playing Need for Speed High Stakes. I don't know if you guys heard that one. Need for Speed High Stakes, and then Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 and 3. Yes. That was the first time I was probably 6 or 7. First time I ever stayed up until like 6 a.m. just playing video games, and that's essentially what got me hooked. The Need for Speed games were like right up my alley. Growing up, I was always around cars and stuff, so it kind of like piqued my interest. And then when I discovered that there's a thing called video games, it was just over for me. That's all I wanted to do as a kid, just play video games. In elementary school, GoldenEye came out in about third or fourth grade. That was a big thing. Everybody talked about it in school. And then I remember when the Xbox 360 dropped, but I don't remember, or the original Xbox. And that was just revolutionary for back in this day. But it's just crazy to think now, like where we're at video game wise, graphic wise and shit. And it's like in the last 25 years, just absolutely exploded. And it's only getting better and better, faster and faster every year.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sydney.
You said getting better and better, faster and faster every year, and Jess and I were
Of
okay.
course you guys would. Of course. There it is.
Good God. What about you, John?
I'm just concerned that in the same respect of faster and faster, we are slowly losing grip on this fucking stream.
And it's about to get a whole lot worse because we're now being joined by Michael, somebody who is a familiar name.
What are you calling me for? Hello?
Oh, hello. You're live on the air.
You need to introduce yourself first.
Oh, that's John. Let John do that. Do the live on the air thing.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not a performing monkey. How dare you?
Anymore?
Would you say you're a
You
performing
didn't
pig?
Give me any peanuts, so fuck it. Michael, introduce yourself.
I'll give you
What? Huh?
Sydney,
Hello.
Can I get
I
a
think you
peanut and
introduced
still-
me. You said my name.
Yeah, but you're supposed to stand up, say, hi, my name's Michael, I'm an
Malcolm.
alcoholic.
I am not. No, I'm not. But that's what they all say at the end of the day.
That's true. I'm giving that one.
His 3-year chip now.
Yeah. I am Michael. My first game was something I can't remember. It was too long ago. I believe it was on a Sega Mega Drive though. There we go.
Uh-huh.
That was a long fucking time ago. My
Sega
older-
Mega Drive. God damn.
It was my older sister's, and it wasn't even that. I mean, by saying that, you're thinking, that must mean that was like 1994 or something. No, this is Ireland, which means we're a bit behind the times. It was probably like 99, 2000, around that. I can still remember what that game looked like, but I'll never know what the fuck it was. It was some sort of fighting game.
All right. Well, John, in that case, it is now your turn.
Okay, cool.
Hang on. I'm so sorry. Mr. Dead Beast, this is the only question I'm going to address out of the turn of...
I just seen that.
viewers.
It's making me very angry. It's
Yep,
making me
and let me just
very,
read it out
very
loud.
angry.
Is Michael Scottish?
it-
Michael, what are you?
Not fucking Scottish.
Not
He's
fucking
not
Scottish.
He's Welsh. I wish people would just get it right.
I fucking hate you, John.
No, he likes Lucky Charms. So anyway, John, talk about your games.
Again,
How
it's
fucking Lucky
Swifty.
Charms.
It has always been Swifty. Why can you people not get this?
All right, let's go, Swissmas. Talk about your games.
That's better.
Wonderful.
What?
With Smith.
Swiss, yeah, like the hot chocolate.
I mean,
Most of the games that I've played have already all been covered. The consoles all been covered. Tetris, Jess, you nailed it. My first ever console, my first ever, you can call it a console, first ever game, right there, trying to get those blocks in order. Disappointing, but fucking brilliant. An absolute legend of a game. Yeah, pretty much all of the consoles that we've ever gone through, I have had and played in some way, shape, or form. It's only just been recently that I've actually moved to having a functioning PC that I can actually play games on. So PC gaming to the level that we obviously all play. This is probably the first time I've actually managed to do this to this extent. But yeah, pretty much everything that everybody's already discussed.
And is it true that we should be keeping an eye out for a Swifty YouTube channel coming soon?
No comment.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Walter plays.
He just
Yep.
pled the fucking fifth, and he doesn't have the right.
No,
to plead the
I'm
fifth.
absolutely going to start doing a channel at some point. And yes, Michael, as discussed, most of you may know that I play a character in SRP as Walter.
Fucking legend.
And I think we're going to have to do a series, or at least have that as a bit of a staple. Walter plays. Walter will just play different games and try and react.
That would be fucking
Walter's
legendary.
brilliant and everything. Walter on the CB radio in ATS. I mean, even it works even there.
I swear I had a trailer when I set off here.
That night we were talking to those random people over the CB radio.
Oh god.
No.
Some poor
He was-
soul.
He was just full Walter the whole time.
All right. The next
I didn't know you could
question.
do that.
We're going out of order here because I think that this one will be fun. It kind of ties in because it all sounds like everyone here is older than what I expected us to be, even including me.
Well,
Apart
I
from
mean,
Jason.
there's the 11-year-olds.
That is true.
Wait, what do I
That
have
So-
to do with
kind of
anything?
skews
Let's-
the data there.
Yeah,
This-
let's kind of keep this PG because he is still here.
That's
Wait,
true.
what do I have to do with anything? I wasn't really paying attention.
This will be a fun question. What is your earliest memory of the internet? What, like your first experience, your earliest
God.
memory?
Raccoon.
I'll start with that because I love it. My parents gave me their old computer, and oh Christ, this had to have been back
Hard.
in, I was probably, I don't know, in elementary school, maybe middle school.
Oh, it's gonna be porn, 100%.
I found meat spin.
No, it was actually pirated Minecraft from a website that was
Jeez.
probably called minecraft.net.org or some shit. But no, it was one of those old fucking tan computers. You should be able to just envision it. The old school tan desktop computer with like a 20-inch monitor that's just fatter than shit.
Are they
Like
not the ones that give you radiation poisoning?
it probably did. Like 180p resolution. But I can remember using like the earliest form of Word document to try and type out like an essay for school, or playing this horrendous stolen version of Minecraft, or using a website called playlist.com that it is equivalent to LimeWire, I guess. I never used LimeWire personally, but
Oh my god.
Are you admitting your crimes right now?
no, of course
It
not.
sounds like it.
When the website got taken down, I stopped using it.
Hold on, I'll get my pen.
Kilos.
But that was
Kilos.
yeah.
What?
I feel so old.
I know.
Hey, you guys heard of Purple Place?
Well, it's Jess's turn
second.
next.
Oh,
Jess, why are
God.
you
Okay,
just
what-
turning to
okay,
Milos here?
Restate the question again.
What is your earliest memory of the internet? That was
It
worded.
being
That's
created.
word. That's worded by
okay.
Milos, of course. That's not that's Milos's question. So he clearly has a story here.
So, my family did not get the internet until I was in 6th grade.
Oh, I was even later than that.
So, and we only got it because my parents owned a business and needed it for the fax machine and to be able to do stuff like that.
Oh, hold on. Oh, what?
Fax machine.
The fax machine with it was on a dot matrix printer.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yep.
You guys have
Ah.
like physical printers? I mean, not printers. I'm sorry. Faxes? Like it's not electronic faxes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like you couldn't be on the phone and receive
Yeah.
a fax at the same time. You couldn't
Oh
be
my
on
God,
the
yes.
internet and be able to be on the phone at the same time.
this is so funny.
Yep.
Those
So
were the
when I did
days.
a book report in 4th grade, it wasn't on a computer. It was on an electric typewriter.
I don't know what you know. I mean, you had an electric typewriter. I've used the normal typewriters, the old ones where you had to like unjam the keys on the ribbon.
What? I used something called a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen or whatever.
I wrote my fair share of.
You would
Pen and
trust
paper
it.
shit.
That's got
My
sharp
wrist
edges.
hurt a lot. It was sharp edges, but I was careful. the most
So
part.
yeah, that's when I got the internet.
And Sydney, you got internet in Arkansas in roughly 2015. Is that right?
That's when
Speed
civilization
internet.
came.
Because my dad works in IT.
Hmm.
So my dad was all about getting
2014.
us the no. Watch your mouth. my dad had we had like one computer in the corner of the room, but it wasn't like an old tan computer.
Old gray one.
It was gray, but it was also not a box. It was a normal monitor. Just a little grainy and blurry, I guess. But you guys ever play Purple Place?
What?
I'm Googling it right
Purple
now.
Place. Purble Place. That is what I played when I first got a computer. I played
Why
that.
does the name of that sound like?
Okay,
it
those
got-
graphics are way too good for what I was playing.
Jeez.
When
Just the name in itself just sounds like somewhere where
You
people
made
who like
ice
children
cream
sort of hang
cakes.
out.
You made ice cream cakes and you made you like played memory games. Not like Minesweeper, but
I'm sorry, what's wrong with Minesweeper?
I mean it's probably the first game ever invented. But
No, we'll ask Milos what game was the first one invented when we get to his story
There
about the
it is.
internet.
that's
All
what I
right.
played.
Andy, first memory of the internet, my friend.
Wasn't
Okay. God, do I have to answer this?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like a,
I had to
it's
answer
gonna
it.
make
Here's
us
Andy.
so
Like,
old. Fuck. Okay, back in my time.
Boy.
So again, it's a more or less family and everything. So we eventually had to get a computer. So Mom and Graham decided to purchase one. And let me tell you, this thing was huge. And we had it on this was like an old like metal desk that we had.
Oh, yeah.
And the internet was slow. And not only did we get that, but we also had the fax machine. So there was this issue back in the day where if you got a phone call, the internet would cut out. So
Jesus?
yeah, yep, it
Gotta love
was. It was something to behold. Like it's just. It was good times. Let's just say that it was.
Did you whistle?
Yes, and then Peter just ran below you.
Yeah.
So did
I heard dog bark and then cats flee.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, please
And
continue.
they say hey.
Then check your Facebook. I'll just tell you, your camera's kind of blurry. Just reposition it a little bit or something. Tap on the screen. There you go.
Oh, Sydney's
Slightly
got no
better.
sound.
She's
I think.
muted. God, this is like a fucking
I'm not.
business meeting. Like on fucking Teams. You're muted. Okay. All right. Moving on.
My turn.
We know your earliest memory since fucking birth. But okay, go ahead and tell
I
us.
grew up on the internet. I mean, I grew up on the internet. There's not much to say. I don't even remember like my earliest memory of the internet.
It's just been forever.
Always had it. I just
Like yeah, I've always had internet around me.
Yeah. Speaking of things you
Like
can
that-
always have around you, check the link for MysticSpaceCats merch.
there it is.
That one worked pretty well.
Expertly done.
Thank you. I have my cowboy hat next to me. Tip my hat to you.
Honestly, still amazes me that there are people who, obviously, like most of us here, who didn't have internet for a period of time, didn't have computers for a period of time, and then this wonderful technology appeared, and it was very confusing for a period of time, and Then there are some of us who have somehow managed to have internet and computers, and that's just normality,
Mhm.
It's
and don't know
called
life beforehand.
industrialization
I don't know
That
how
is
they.
100% not industrialization.
or urbanization or whatever the hell it's called.
He's gonna try gentrification next and still be wrong. But
Yep.
No.
all right, Michael. You tell us about your first memory of the internet.
Mm,
Had to
well,
plug into a potato.
kind of. No, not really. Didn't get it for the longest fucking time. Everybody around me fucking had it, except for me. My mother just never was interested in having it, and so I could never fucking have it, and that was the way it was. Until I was working, having some little part-time shit when I was at school, and I decided, fuck it, I'm getting it. I'm gonna pay for it myself, and so I did. Paid for it myself for a couple of years just to have it in until my mother was well and truly hooked on it herself with her little Facebook games. So boom. Then once I was done paying for it, she was fucking picking up the bill after that because she couldn't live without it. So
There you
supply
go.
worked.
Nice.
Didn't have to pay for it for myself for the longest fucking time though. That was ugh, real pain in the ass. But then it was mine, I controlled that fucking shit. It was up in my room and I was fit to wire that shit in, straight wired connections to everything. Didn't even have a computer or no shit though. I didn't get like a PC until literally like what 2015 or something. Internet come in 2011, I think, something like that. Yeah, laptop and like Xbox shit like that. That's what it was for. Oh yeah, that's about it.
That
And
leads
then,
us.
Of course, there was porn, but we'll not go into that.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about all the.
Somebody has to be.
bad
Somebody has to
sites.
be honest here. I mean, come on.
I'm just going to remind everybody there's a child present.
Are you sure?
Well, why? Kick him out while I talk about the porn.
Oh my gosh.
That's the only reason
Kick
you've
me
joined
out
this
and I
call,
won't
isn't
join
it?
again.
You've only joined to talk about porn.
I have, yes. I'm about to go to sleep, so we're getting the engine rolling.
He's got to talk about the porn before he goes and watches the porn. Then he'll go to sleep. Sorry, I was
I don't
promoting
know
you.
yes.
why it's
I mean-
blurry.
That'll neither. You have a bad camera.
Because
No.
there's porn being talked about,
Buying
and
a
it
new
wants to
one.
blur it. It wants
Congrats.
to blur the porn.
Corsair Logi has some good ones for
This
cheap.
is a Logitech camera.
That one's a piece of shit. Milos, tell us about what
Yes.
life was like before the internet.
So, when I went to elementary school in 1993,
Holy fuck.
there were no computers, there was no internet in the building. We did not get internet until I was in 4th grade. That was 98 or 97. I forget.
Christ,
It wasn't like the beginning of the school year. It was like in the middle of it. I forget what year it was.
That's still a fucking early
very first
adopter right
game-
there.
The very first game we played was Oregon Trail.
Yay.
Hey, I live there.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
That at that point everybody was connected. We had a computer room. There was a designated room at our school, computer rooms. That's when all the crazy MacBook computers were coming out with the crystal, like the clear casings on them that were different colors with the handle on top, so you could literally walk around with it if you wanted to, like a briefcase that weighed 1,000 pounds.
Mr.
What?
90s businessman.
Yeah. But we didn't get internet in our house until I was in high school, so 03 or 04. And even then it was still dial-up. Same
gracious.
thing, couldn't be on the phone. Somebody had to make a call, you had to get off. It would take about 5 minutes to log in. And back then it was still kind of primitive, obviously. And AOL was still spamming everybody with
Oh,
CDs. So
AOL.
what we would do is get a bunch of the CDs because there was free trials on it. And literally every time we run out, put another AOL CD in, get another free trial. Until it got to the point where we ended up downloading here. This is the sound that we would always hear.
No, please don't do it.
Yep.
Turn it up. Please turn it up.
Yeah, it's PTSD inducing. That's what it is. But yeah, 5 minutes just to log on the internet. Like,
And then if
crazy.
somebody got on the phone or a fax was being sent during that time,
You got
you
kicked.
got kicked off.
Yeah. If somebody was calling you, you literally just got kicked. No. 56K speed. Can you imagine how long it took for a picture to load at 56K?
Man, how long did it take you to download GTA 5 though?
It
That
probably
wasn't a
dude,
thing.
I don't even want to know.
I would love,
couple
genuinely
weeks.
love to see us trying to download something new, on like the original sort of like dial-up that we used to have. I would fucking love to see how many years it would take for us to do it.
I would too.
Kids nowadays don't have any patience. They have no idea what we endured back in the day.
Yes, Sydney.
Isn't that right,
Y'all are
Jason?
lucky.
Back in my
Y'all are lucky.
day.
Back in my day, yeah.
Yeah, I remember when
finally
all
admitted
of
that
it.
he's picky.
You, bro!
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's me. What do you want?
Oh no.
I haven't heard you did a Janessa voice in a very long time. Where's that one?
Oh no, I'm not doing Janessa. Janessa.
You are
comes out in
100%
special
doing
occasions.
Janessa tonight.
Oh boy,
that?
that makes two of us.
Hey, big boy.
How you doing, sugar?
There it is.
Meow.
Sugar tits, is that you?
Yeah, it is, Walter. How you doing, sugar?
Oh, I've
God.
missed you.
Oh boy.
Okay, John, tell us about your earliest internet memory. After Swifty, I'm going to take 3 questions from the viewers. So go ahead. Tell us about your internet memories. Yes, I said memories.
Again, much with that god-awful dial-up tone, waiting for that to eventually connect through to you. We didn't get a computer until... God, what will it have been now? In fact, no, I'm not doing that because I'm not showing my age.
Wow.
We
30.
didn't get a computer. Yeah, we got a computer. It was big. It was bulky. It was
What year of
sapping.
school were you in?
It
What
was
year of school
sapping.
were you in?
Nope.
Come on.
It
I
was
was
sapping.
I was
Nope.
in 3rd year. I want to know if you got it before I got it, and then I can
Nope.
call you a fucking
Nope.
Britisher. with your
I
fancy
tell you what.
accent.
I tell you what. This might not mean anything to any of you. When we turned the computer on, we would have to run through to where the electric box was to obviously like see how much electricity it was using. So there was back then a little
What?
dial that would spin round, and depending on how fast this dial would spin round, depending on how much electricity you were using. So you would be able to judge how long you should actually stay on for, depending on how much it's actually going to cost you. So there's a little bit insight into how old and how long ago it was. The internet doubled it when it first came out, and we also had a weird phone that if you were on the phone with somebody and then you'd hung up and then you loaded the internet up, if the other person that you've been speaking to then picks up their receiver and tries to dial somebody else, going back obviously like corded phones plugged in, none of this touchscreen for
You
those
had to
of
have
you
your
watching in
phones
the
plugged
chat.
in?
Oh my god, Sydney.
Yeah. I mean, I will happily turn around and say we had a rotary phone. You may not know what one of those is, Sydney.
Oh,
You put your finger in, you spin it round, you let go, and that one then
You're
locks all of it.
showing your age there.
Yeah. But I'm still not giving years.
30.
If that other person picked up, I swear to God,
John
Sydney.
didn't
These?
got
Yeah, I remember
sake.
those telephonic boxes, and
Hey,
you used to you
Had one of
spun
these?
the dial around on the side, and you'd ask the operator there, "Please connect me to number 12." Yeah, and of course there was only 12 numbers back then, and
That's crazy that we have 12 people watching. He says number 12.
oh my 11 actually, but yeah.
Oh,
And
well.
then
On mine it says
John
12.
has told me in the past he is 45, so that is his age.
how dare you?
I mean,
How fucking dare you?
let's just get it out there.
Yeah, the other person obviously that you've just been speaking to, if they then lifted up the receiver, it had the chance of thinking there was still a line connected to your phone and would ring just once, but that was enough to knock your internet off again. So yeah, tried to stay away from the internet for a long time.
It sounds like a crank flashlight.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, mate, pretty much.
All right, audience. I'm gonna take 3 questions. If you have any questions, if you don't, I don't blame you. We'll sit here for a couple moments, let y'all shoot out all your questions. I'll pick out 3. We'll discuss those, and we'll move on to the some more of our own questions for each other. While you guys type out your questions, assuming you have it, I want to say hi to as many people as I saw in the chat. So let me see here. Holy shit, there's been so many messages I lost part of my chat. Well, there's Larkspur Gaming. I have no idea who that is, but hello. Yeah, weird. I don't know. What a weird name, too. Got Mr. Deadbeast is there. Corruption, Noob34, Jason. Both Jasons, as a matter of fact, have been in there. The cool one and the not so cool one. Operative Phoenix is always there. Pleasure to have you. We had Definitive Ramon stop by for a bit. Got that super chat from Milos popping up there again. We had Skank Hunt 42. That's Michael. Greg, what's up? I already said hi to you in the chat, but a long time no see. Greg W has been around for quite a while. Long time viewer. It's good to see him again. We have Chief NG Scott Gaming. I believe that is somebody who Jess knows. Am I right?
Yep.
There we go. I thought so. Awesome. We got Chris just now subscribing. Wondering why he hasn't subscribed before, but that's okay. We also have Chris in the chat. And there's Austin as well. What's up? Or did I just... Was that Chris or Austin? Hang on. It's somewhere. Hang on.
Sage?
Nope, that was Austin. My bad. Crossy plays. Dylan also here. And if I missed you, I'm really sorry. But that is all the names that I saw. So... Just want to say what's up to all you guys.
I matter. I'm important. Right, Jess?
Yes, you're very important.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you guys here
done.
for this absolutely ridiculous thing that we're doing. And there is Sydney slapping a bunch of stickers on her Switch. She's an iPad kid, guys. I swear to God. We got into an argument the other day because I called her an iPad kid and she got mad.
It's not an iPad.
It's close the fuck enough. Chris said, I'll unsub and resub. If it makes you feel any better. Oh, God. All right. Well, I haven't seen any questions come through. I'll give you all another moment.
There was a few questions by
Phoenix.
Oh, was there? What?
Dennis,
Yeah.
do me a favor, buddy. Just take your glasses off. Just give them a wipe. Maybe put ones on that actually have lenses in. You might be able to see. Yeah, get a bit closer. Have you got some binoculars?
It's literally in between both of Chris's messages.
Yeah. Would you like to
Like both
borrow my
questions.
binoculars?
Hey there, Holly. I see you as well. Well, someone else can read them off for me then, because I'm blind apparently. I can see Discord.
Milos,
It's huge.
How did you get into using phones before the first smartphone came out?
Well, before the first smartphone came out, phones were actually at one point getting even smaller. I remember my mom at one point had a phone that was like 3.5 inches tall.
Yeah,
And like
Sydney can relate.
yeah, and you had to like hit the keys ever so slightly,
Tiny
otherwise
little
you'd fat
phone.
finger and hit like 3 buttons. It was ridiculous.
And yet
But-
the battery would last about 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it did.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were good.
Before,
Or a Nokia that
before
survived being ran
smartphone-
over by a bus. Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Before we jump into this, that is actually one of our questions.
about what your first phone was. And actually, I
Yep.
will say, Phoenix, I think that everybody here had non-smartphones. I just want to throw it out there. I started off with a no-shit flip phone. So,
You
I
guys are
mean, like...
bragging about me.
I couldn't
guys-
tell you what mine was. I just know it was a
Oh,
Nokia
and then
and
also
it was a
slid over?
fucking brick.
Whoa, we'll take a quick pause here because we got 5 gifted memberships coming through from Dylan. And we got Holly, Emergency Gaming, which is Shane T. We got Dr. Fire Dragon, which is Matrum. Right? Yeah? Yeah. Yes? I always forget who's fucking who.
Mm.
Capri Sun and Jester Feathers all have gifted memberships. Dylan, I fucking love you, man. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Continuing on now. So Phoenix, we're going to talk about your questions. We are going to talk about our first phones. And again, I think everyone here except for Jason should know what it was like to operate without smartphones. But what I will do is actually jump on to a slightly more interesting question, which is, hey, everybody, what was your first job? Real job.
Should I just
not,
stay out of this one?
You probably fucking should.
Yeah.
not like mowing a lawn for your neighbor. What was the first time that you got paid and had to pay the government a portion of that payment?
Ooh,
The-
okay, thanks for verifying, because I didn't have to pay the government a portion.
Yeah, that's tax fraud. So anyway, my
It's
first
also
job.
child labor, but
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It's
let's
My first job was I worked at a Dairy Queen because I had to pay off the deductible on my parents' car insurance after I backed into the neighbor's car. Didn't do any damage to our Subaru, but we fucked their Subaru 6 ways from Sunday. Put a nice crease in the bumper. It was about like I had to pay off like $500 or something like that. But I got fired from Dairy Queen a few months later because I didn't like going to work, so I just didn't go to work. So anyway, Jess, your first real full-time job where you had to pay the government taxes?
this one.
That would be when I was in junior year of high school. I worked at Joann Fabrics.
Oh, my mom loves Joann Fabrics.
They're still open.
what is that?
Yes,
Yes,
there
they're still
is.
open.
Are they really?
I saw one just down the road the other day.
We
Huh.
they
God,
Yeah.
that's so old.
Sydney, when did you start paying the government money?
He still doesn't.
All the ARS.
First legal job
No.
would have been
While she's thinking, just to clarify, when she says legal job, we're referring to non-child labor.
Yes,
Yes.
not a
because in
illegal.
the state of Arkansas.
What
we
isn't
don't
in the
believe
state
in
of
Oh,
child
Arkansas?
labor
I guess
laws.
mine technically would have been child labor as well. But anyways, it's 3 a.m. and I'm going to bed. So yeah, enjoy. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining,
Night,
Michael.
Michael.
See you next time, buddy.
Yeah.
It was either a pizza place, town of 2,000 people, right? Pizza place in the center. That's it. That's all we got. We got that and the Lion's Den, which was the gas station. It's not actually called the Lion's Den. We called it the Lion's Den because our mascot was the lion. So that happened. The other one, I don't remember which was first because I quit one to go to the other. The other one would have been a lifeguard at the water park.
Why when you turned around and said a town of 2,000 people, obviously Arkansas, why did my brain immediately turn around and start shouting, and still all cousins?
Because most of them were from my family. Everyone knew me.
I would hate that.
But that was
Being
from
in
your
a
other
small
job.
town where
Hanson.
everyone knew you. Why do you think I
Yeah.
moved to Oregon and married the first?
Like I'm in a small town, but the good thing is that like nobody knows me.
Yeah,
I'm
not
like,
true.
yes, thank God.
Your local police know you.
Mm,
Get fucked.
maybe my school officers, but anyways.
Andy?
So my first job was actually a busboy. In a seafood restaurant. And I would be there on the weekends. I would go there on Friday after school. Yeah. Did that for, I don't know, probably a year, I'd say. So I got bored of it and moved on.
Jason never had a
okay.
job, so
Oh, okay. Milos.
My first job was in high school, 2004. I was a bagger at a grocery store, and then I moved to inventory, and then I remember getting fired because I had to call out to do a project, and my boss fired me. But now that I look back at it, I was union, so I don't know if he could have fired me.
interesting.
Yeah. But a little too late for that, so.
At least you have a better
It-
job now.
A little late.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Got my cat here next to me. Hang on. We're joined now by the best co-host of all. This is Peter.
Big space cat.
This is the
Yeah, the
Mystic
actual-
Space Cat. This is the Mystic Space Cat. all his purrs don't get picked up on the microphone, but
Peter,
Oh,
what was
yes,
your
they
first
do. I
job?
heard him.
oh really?
His
Oh,
name
wow.
is Peter
Yeah.
Fowl. I'm sure he is purring right now.
Yeah, this is my boy. He's gonna sit in here with me for a
I
little
would
bit.
I would very much like to know what his first job was.
His first job was saving me from depression during my time in the Marines.
Oh,
job.
That was this is yeah, that's my boy. How old is he? I think we agreed he's like 11 or 12 years old, and he's old. Getting old.
Wow.
There we go. All right.
Chris needs a little helmet.
He does. Him and me both.
I think my first job, again, excluding what technically would have been child labour. In fact, no, because I pretty much did the same. So I did a couple of jobs at the same time. So I grew up on a farm. I started doing farming when I was about 12. And then obviously, child labour. And then I started obviously getting paid for it when I was old enough. And then I went into teaching. I became what would be elementary school. Is that
That's like
primary
the
school?
yeah. It's the first set of schooling you go through.
Yeah. So what would be elementary school,
Oh,
but
kindergarten,
within
but yeah.
a what's called an EBD unit, which is an emotional behavioural disorder unit. So kids that aren't able to function in mainstream school due to a variety of different issues. They'd obviously come to a specialist school, low in numbers, pretty much a 1 to 2 ratio, sort of teacher student, and worked one-on-one with a kid for a couple of years until the school decided to explain to me that the person I'd replaced no longer works there because the kid that I was working one-on-one with for the last 2 years had put a pencil through her hand, and they failed to disclose that. So I then turned around and went, "I'm good."
Yeah, that's understandable.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
I'll come give you a hand.
Pencil in your hand?
That does not
I
sound
had
pleasant.
to actually use my muscles today and pick a kid up 4 times.
For what?
For safety reasons.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think that's the legal answer. Safety
Yeah.
reasons.
I have a little blue card where I can legally put my hands on a child.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
safety,
okay.
so, yeah.
That's out of context. That could be.
We need more of those, but for normal kids, where you just anyway.
No,
so like
it's more of holding them.
Yeah,
there's,
it's safely restraining
no,
them for their own safety.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you guys mean. I'm just saying that let's start spanking kids in school again. Let's jump to another fun. Jason,
Hey, Sydney.
You'd be beaten black and blue, Jason.
he really would.
Yeah, I
be.
know. That's right. That's why I don't want it. To be fair, Sydney has said multiple times that she had adopted me. So.
Well, we all make mistakes. Say hello to.
To adopt you, or you're gonna go down a stupid ass fucking path like joining the Marine Corps.
I think I'm already going down.
I don't know about that. What's up, fucking Frosty? How you doing, man? Let me see here. What the fuck was I? Oh, right. Where are you from? Is the next question. Tied into that question, let's also find out about social security numbers, credit cards, and all that stuff. No, but I was born and raised in Oregon, and I spent 4 years in the Marine Corps in San Diego, and I did a little bit of training in North Carolina and Yuma, Arizona. So that's where I'm from and where I've been.
Where in North Carolina?
Fort. The fuck was that place called? I want to say it was Fort Jackson. Or Camp. Fucking. Oh my.
Camp
Camp Lejeune?
It was not Lejeune. No, it's. I think it is. It's Camp Johnson. That's what it is. It's a very small training facility, somewhat near Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of near there. I'm sad that I thought it was a fort. What the fuck was I in the fucking army? Anyway, yeah, I was only there for I think October through February in 2016 to 2017. So it was nice. I liked it. It's actually a really pretty area. But yeah. But you, Jess, where you from? Where you lived at in your time?
I was born probably about like 20 minutes away from Camp Lejeune. I'm born and raised here in North Carolina. I lived for 2 years out in Colorado, but for the most part,
Oh, okay.
here in North Carolina.
I think
Yes,
Sydney has a question.
Yeah, put in MysticSpaceCats chat right there.
I see a meat wash symbol, yeah. So our members can now wash their meat in the chat. Sydney, where you from? Where you been? Where you lived?
Thanks, Sydney.
That's why I was asking for it, buddy. You were putting Dennis's in there. I'm like, nah, don't do that. Oh, shit. I'm from Arkansas. Not proudly.
Did you guys know that people are from Arkansas?
Really? I don't believe you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I dropped out of college because I met Dennis. Didn't want to finish college.
Oh.
Oh, my
That's it.
brain has no filter.
I literally did the first thing that could get me out of the state of Arkansas.
She got married to a fucking Marine, and I stole her ass down to Southern California.
Yep. And it took me to Oregon, where I hate my life even more. I should have stayed in Arkansas.
Fuck you. Let's move to Arkansas then. I hate it here too. Oregon sucks. You know what? So really quickly, I got Austin said he is from Kentucky. And then Chris said Virginia. Chris said Virginia sucks, don't come here. So probably better than Oregon. Anywhere's better than Oregon. What about you, Andy? Where you from? Where you been?
So I'm from Connecticut. Probably no one's heard of it, but anyways.
Sorry.
Hang on, should I pull up a map real quick?
2 drinks. I finished this one.
Yeah. I lived on the shore of Connecticut for probably my entire life, and probably the last 5 years, I've been closer to the Massachusetts border. So yeah.
Michael flexing that he's from Ireland in the
I have
chat.
a question.
Well, we'll get to your question after Jason, Milos, and Swifty talk about where they came from and where they've been.
Well,
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
I'm
Interesting
originally
point of fact,
from.
that song's about sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh, is it
Go
now?
on, continue. It
I'm
is,
gonna
yeah.
have to listen to that.
Sorry, Jason. Continue.
Okay, so I was born and pretty much raised, I guess, in California. Just recently, in about a year and a half ago, I moved to Georgia, where I've been resided, hopefully for the majority of my life. I like it here. Better than California sometimes.
I believe it.
See that?
Milos, what about you?
The
No, I'm sorry, Jason. Please continue.
the only thing I miss about California is the mountains, because we don't have any of that out here in Georgia. It's just flat.
You haven't been to Helen, Georgia, because Helen, Georgia is nothing but mountains.
No, I haven't been there.
Do you actually know anything about where you're living at the moment? Like, have you looked out of a window or seen it on a map or anything?
Touched grass.
I don't even know where Georgia is on the map.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm obviously joking.
It's above Florida,
Milos.
isn't it?
Milos,
Yes.
over to you.
Up to the west.
Literally directly
Please
above
save
Florida.
us.
So I was born in Poland in '87. Moved here when I was 2 to New Jersey, and have lived in New Jersey ever since. I always yelled at my mom, "Why did you stop in Jersey? Why couldn't you go down south?" I hate the cold.
Jersey.
As a Polish person, it's
I
weird. Everybody in Poland loves
but no.
the cold. I despise the cold. I would rather sweat like a pig than have to bundle up like an Eskimo and freeze my ass off.
So Jason's from Cali.
Yeah.
Explains-
Hold on, backstory to that.
I'm
There
sorry.
was
Can I
a
just
scene that
say
we
fucking?
There was a scene in SRP where Chris was a dog and I was Justin Timmered, and I tried licking the
God
dog.
damn!
Oh my
Because that's
god.
what crackheads do, and the dog bit me.
I remember that
Mm.
scene.
Yeah, it.
How did
I
we
was
get
the
on?
I
this
was the first.
spot?
Okay, so John, where'd you come from? Where did you go? Where do you live now?
I'm in the UK. Shock, horror. You'd never have guessed. And
Gave
then
you South Africa vibes. I don't know why.
well, exactly. And I think for obvious
My
reasons
goodness,
to you
it's
guys,
Sean.
I'm gonna leave it there, as I'm UK based.
I need Mike to come in here and say the thing
Yeah,
he said to
Andy-
Thomas.
And Chris pissed on me, so.
Yeah,
In
well.
SLRP, in SLRP.
No,
You
no,
know,
you
some
didn't
people
have
could see
to
that
add
as being sexual assault on a minor.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said
Huh?
in SLRP because.
I thought you didn't have a job.
What?
He's not a minor. He doesn't have a job.
Okay, this is crazy.
Again, Jason, that's what we were talking about before, mate. That's called a dad joke. When you get to a certain age, you
No.
start to understand
I
those and
wouldn't
you
know
find
that.
them amusing.
No, now what we find amusing is pain.
And
yeah,
suffering.
that's true.
Let's see. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the chat, buddy. How are you?
Chown.
Trying to get back to my
Hamilton.
questions list. Here, somebody else jump into the Mystic Talks schedule, find a question, read that question out loud. Whoever gets there.
I just
first.
have a general question.
I have a general answer.
General Kenobi.
No, we were talking about jobs. What's the best job you've had?
Best job we've had.
And I mean most enjoyable for yourself. Like, what did you enjoy the most so far? If it wasn't your current job.
I've only had
You only had like 2 jobs.
I've only had 3 jobs: Dairy Queen, the United States Marine Corps, and fucking the courthouse. The rose-colored glasses are a son of a bitch because I would go back to the Marines in a heartbeat. I have a lot of problems with the courthouse, like the lack of written procedures, the lack of direction and management, the lack of all that shit. Well, in the fucking military, the only thing you have is forcible direction from management and written fucking procedures. So, the Marine Corps. I also got to shoot guns, literal machine guns, rifles, handguns, shotguns.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. Just for everybody in the chat and also those of us in here, we are no longer going to be talking about firearms. It gets Dennis way too excited. It's inappropriate, and he will just storm off. Don't do it. Don't
No,
do
no,
it.
no,
Don't do it.
No.
Dennis.
No.
No.
But I opened. But I just
No.
opened my brand new
No,
biometric safe.
No. We are not.
no,
You
no,
do not have 4 hours to do this. Put it down.
It's not even that.
Dennis.
It's the whole YouTube thing too.
If you talk about it, if you're using it in an educational manner, YouTube will monetize it.
We're not going there. We're not.
I
Not happening.
gotta knock the keys off. Hang on.
Oh no.
So anyway, what
Okay,
was the
safe.
question we were supposed to be answering now that I've just clarified that we're not talking about those things that you're
What
obsessed
was
with?
your favorite?
Job.
Most enjoyable job, favorite job, yes. And that was, by the way, for anyone watching who cares, that's an M17 in there with a
Oh, for the love of
There it is.
1000 lumen fucking. Oh my god,
yes,
stream
yes, your favorite
streamlight.
job.
No,
Your
my
favorite job,
favorite
yes.
job is the one that I have now with working in special education. So,
Are you a Marine too?
I mean, it's in my blood, but no.
We get a lot of things in our blood for unrelated reasons. Sydney's gone. Andy,
Maeve is there. Maeve should totally answer the question.
Andy.
Sorry.
Maeve here.
My most enjoyable job was
Prostitution.
mixing. Yeah,
Whoa.
on the corner.
No.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, mixing the product within the soda company was amazing.
What did that consist of exactly for someone who's never thought twice about what that consists of?
So lots of ingredients. If you think, and I will say this, if you think soda or any type of drink that you are drinking does not have any chemicals or in it, you, my friend, Oh boy, are you mistaken? Because there is.
I love carcinogens. Carcinogens.
Oh.
Oh, I said that weird. Interesting. Okay. Sydney, you're probably muted or your mic's not picking you up.
Jess, look.
Sean,
Did
shoot
you
me a
not hear what I
message.
said? Oh, I said that. Are you enjoying petting that pussy?
There it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
He's very
So
furry.
Chief NG Scott in chat said that my most enjoyable job was when I was messing around with him. So I used to work at Snorin CAD, and Chief NG Scott was my boss for a little bit of time. So
You like no shit worked for the company that keeps crashing the Snoring CAD?
That's probably why it keeps
The fuck is
crashing.
wrong with
Not
you
there.
guys?
I was on customer support. So
So you never answered the phones or any of the emails or any of the messages when people
No,
turned around
I
and said, it's
did.
broken again.
I answered all of those.
With sorry,
Mhm.
we're experiencing a
And then
large
I
amount
had
of
to
calls
have
right now. Please call again later.
I had to have Chief NG Scott.
You
He
just
had
type
to
it in
help
that
me
chat,
a lot
Sean.
because I didn't know anything. When I joined that company, I had no clue that GTA could be role played. So you know that question in the interview or the application for SLRP that says something about GTA RP and what GTA is. Yeah, I lied on that question so hard.
Chris says fuck Sonoran CAD.
He said fucking Sonoran CAD. He's actively fucking Sonoran
God
CAD.
damn it, I misread that. I can't
Voice.
read.
My favorite job was
tell.
being
There
a
we go.
stay-at-home wife.
Oh.
That was fun. I didn't have to do shit.
I used
Yeah,
to
but
make
didn't you
money.
get paid?
Yeah. The
Oh.
military paid for it.
Mhm. Yep, it did.
Yes, sir.
Jason, your favorite job was being a disappointment to your parents. Milos, what was your favorite job?
Actually, I'm gonna have to say, when I was a Honda recall specialist. I was a mobile technician for American Honda, like not a dealership, but the company Honda in North
Oh.
America.
Okay.
And I worked with about 60 other people in our region. It was just Jersey, Pennsylvania, a little bit of Ohio, a little bit of upstate New York. And what we did was a couple years ago, there was a big Takata recall on about 20 different manufacturers. We were federally mandated to go out to the houses of the registered owners of said vehicles, whether it was a previous owner or a new owner, and try to track these cars down to get the recalls done. Now,
Jesus.
my job was, because I covered pretty much the northern part of New Jersey and a little bit into PA, western or eastern PA. I was in charge of hitting 30 houses a day to try to find these cars, to the point where I convinced them to, hey, let me fix these things because nobody wants to go to the dealership to get it done. So I was tasked with fixing airbags in vehicles that hadn't ran in multiple years, had mice living in it, windshields caved in, you name it. I fixed airbags at junkyards because there was an incident where a body shop ended up buying a used airbag, and the person actually died as a result of it from an accident. So, yeah, I like that job because it helped out a lot of people with dealing with because you hear all sorts of stories. Either they hate the dealership, or they flat out refuse to even deal with the dealership, or they absolutely love the dealer. I was tasked with saving them a trip, half a day essentially, sitting there. I could get the job done 15 to 30 minutes, and they never hear from American Honda ever again. So in my time there, 18 months, I probably fixed about 13 to 1,500 cars, somewhere around there. So much so that I actually jumped up 2 tax brackets because of my commission.
Shit.
And paid dearly as a result for it, which sucked. So I didn't really make any of that money. I lost a lot of that money, but it was a very satisfying job because you run into all walks of life, people's sob stories, whether you have a heart or not. To see the weight lifted off their shoulders and not have to worry about getting in their car and potentially having it explode on them was what kept me going out every single day. Um, I fix cars in the middle of summer with all the windows freaking, up. I fix cars in -4 degrees in the middle of winter storms. Um, but I loved it. I kept going out every day. And now that I look back at it, probably would never do it again because holy shit. That was crazy. Um, but as a result, you build a kind of a customer relationship in a sense where you can talk to people because I essentially was trying to convince them to let a complete stranger into their vehicle to do something that doesn't cost them anything. So you have to figure out how to talk to somebody before they slam the door on you. I've been called a murderer. I've been chased by dogs before. All sorts of crazy shit. I've had people cry to me because they were like so thankful that I was there. Um, so it was a full spectrum. I've had to illegally enter gated communities, lying to try to find these cars, and then people are like, "How the hell did you get in?" Well, sorry, sir, I am federally mandated to find your car. So either you let me fix it, or I'm gonna come back. There was a couple of houses. Um, last thing, the couple of houses that I went to over 15 times before the owner was like, you know what, just fix it. I never want to see you again. And be like, thank you, sir. Have a good day. Here, I just need you to sign this. All right. Never hear from me again. But yeah, it was a really, really fun job. But I would never do it again. Hear that. That's my story.
I have enjoyed pretty much every single job that I have done. And I have done a lot of different jobs. So I already alluded to growing up on a farm, so I did farming. Absolutely loved that. Waking up, fresh air, out in the open, animals, harvesting crops, doing everything. Absolutely loved all of that. Quite possibly one of the best ones, but genuinely every single job that I've done. So I've done farming. I've done farming. I've done commentating. So I was the UK's youngest commentator. So I did commentating for equestrian events, motorsports, and other things like that. I've done
You have that voice,
teaching.
John.
Oh, absolutely.
I do properly if I actually get a proper mic out rather than just the headset mic that I'm using at the moment, and it wasn't 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, fine. I'd probably do a radio voice for you. I've done radio. I've done. I actually worked in a circus for a period of time. I was a ringmaster. I was a stilt walker, an acrobat, and a clown. I've been an instructor for both firearms, archery, kayaking, canoeing, abseiling. What else have I done? I've done security, both in public and private sector. And then the more prominent one for 2 different forces. I've been a police officer and currently still am. Love every single moment of it.
Awesome. I think we could all probably just agree that gasoline is the answer to this question. But what is a weird smell that you enjoy? This came from Milos. Deal with that. I think a lot of people like the smell of gasoline. I'm not gonna lie. Not like huffing
Burned
it. Like,
rubber.
Okay.
I love the smell of tires just roasting on asphalt. It stings your nostrils. You smell it for days, but god damn, I love the smell of burned rubber.
Milo, do you know another one?
What?
Racing fuel.
It's sweet.
Mm.
It has a sweet smell to it.
Mm.
Yeah, like 100 octane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got a sweet smell to it.
I just love Jess's face right now, just the confused look, just shaking her head like, what am I
Are you
listening
guys
to?
pregnant or something?
Spent shell casings too. Something about burnt
Ooh, yeah.
gunpowder.
Do you know
Oh
what?
yeah.
Dennis, I'm with
Mhm.
you on that one. I'm
Oh,
afraid.
Cameron
yeah.
said campfire
smells
smoke.
amazing.
Ooh, campfire smoke coming from Cameron in
Yes.
the chat. Yes, yes,
Campfire
absolutely.
yeah.
Agree.
Now I wouldn't even
But
say
that's not a weird
that's not
smell,
that.
though.
Yeah, right. Would you say that's weird,
Yes, it is.
No.
I say that's a weird smell.
Jason?
Well, you're weird.
I mean, if we're
That's a
talking
normal
about
smell.
gasoline, you see gasoline more, or you smell
Do
gasoline
you have
more
enough
often than campfire
experience to
smoke.
even relate to any of this?
He sits in the back seat with his booster chair when his fuel, so.
All right. What about Jess and Sydney? Your favorite weird smells?
I don't really know. Like,
Oh, I have another one too.
I don't know. That's just can't think of anything, I guess.
Okay.
Like even when I was pregnant, like I didn't really like have any weird cravings for smells. So
I love the way a cat smells after it's been sleeping all day. That warm spot. You just like
What?
put your face in a cat. When my cats are sleeping, they get all warm, and I shove my face in my cat, and I love the smell.
That is a weird.
That
Shove
one's
your face
in the
fucking weird.
That is a weird thing.
Okay.
But that is the question. What is your favorite weird smell?
I mean, I did put PG, okay? So
He
I'm
did
sorry.
say PG, but
I did say PG.
all right. Sydney, favorite smell that's weird?
Paint.
Paint. Oh, interesting. Spray paint or like
No, acrylic.
acrylic paint?
Paint thinner.
And the stuff to do your nails.
Oh, like nail polish? Nah. Oh.
Yes.
No, you're
No,
supposed-
no,
you're
okay,
supposed to
nail
follow it.
polish. Nail polish is a good fucking smell.
Not nail polish, but the
Remover.
no, not acetone. It's acrylic. It's the stuff that you dip into.
You like
Like
plastic.
you dip the powder. You dip the brush into the liquid. The liquid. That's acrylic powder, but the liquid you dip it into.
Interesting.
Yeah, it smells like car paint.
That's nail polish.
no, this is the activator.
Sydney, go get it.
Sean says new shoe smell.
Oh,
Interesting.
That's
That's
not a bad
a
one.
good one.
Another question.
Polish, yeah, shoe polish is a cool smell.
Dennis, explain that.
Did you just do a Google form?
I did.
Hang on, guys. I think Sydney just did a Google form for us. It's not opening correctly for me. Hang on. Okay. If you guys have any questions, check the chat. I don't even think I can pin this. But there is a form. If you want to ask us a question, put it on that form. Hit submit. It's going to come to Sydney. She'll probably put it on a spreadsheet for us to address.
Actually, no, you have access if you check your email.
I don't know how to work the internet. But if you guys have questions, put them in there.
while you guys doing that, just to go back to the chat, Jason has said, here's an odd one, the Haunted Mansion ride smell. The one at Disneyland.
That is interesting. Very interesting.
The cool Jason, not me.
There we go. I can pin that message from Sydney. Bam. That is the Google form. It's pinned there at the top. If you have a question, type it up there.
Phoenix says gasoline or antifreeze. Dead steaks. I nearly said snakes then. That was weird of me.
I like to snort a snake.
Who's next for the?
Well, yeah, Jason.
I
We
think
haven't
we've-
heard from you yet.
Okay.
Is
So
liquid
not to
acrylic.
sound. Hold on.
You're
Go.
going to.
Oh, that's the shit I was thinking. Okay. It's,
Ignore them, Jason. They're having a moment. Go on.
Okay.
Not
so,
to sound weird, but you're still going to.
Yeah, not to sound weird or anything, but Sharpies.
That's not weird.
Okay,
That's not weird.
Sharpies have such a good smell.
So Sharpies, the purple Prismacolor marker,
Oh no, I just
Oh my
go with straight
God, I
up
wanna
black.
Eat it.
the purple Prismacolor marker. That is the best smell.
Can you two stop doing drugs in that top corner place? Thank you.
hey, we didn't do drugs. I was sniffing these things that she said were her favorite
Oh
smell,
my
and no,
God,
these.
the whiteboard freaking expo markers.
Yes. Yes.
Dude, the one that I was using
Yes.
today was like really.
I'm talking about like permanent marker, like the permanent Sharpie black marker, like the generic Sharpie, like sniff, lose a couple brain cells, feel good for like a second.
Okay, Jason's just describing drugs. Turn
yeah.
that fucking light on.
No, but
What
it
the hell is
smells
a
good.
disco going on there, Dennis?
Yeah. Have y'all not seen that in the background?
I've seen it. I don't know how y'all have it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I've got a little light projector. All right. Well, what's your favorite car? It's another one from Milos. I'm gonna say, kind of want to say, limit that to favorite car that you have owned.
The Ford, the
Mm.
truck.
Because personally,
So,
like obviously, like
hypothetically,
No,
if you've never
false.
owned a car,
you.
Matchbox car for you.
You work in the
Hot
world of
Wheels RC car.
hypotheticals, no sir.
Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Oh wait, you know
do
those
Legos count?
the big yellow dump trucks?
Tonka?
I know exactly what you're
Tonka
talking
toy.
about.
Tonka
too.
trucks.
You guys. Oh.
Now hold on, did you have one of those little red and yellow cars, the plastic ones with the floor cut out, so when you were like a kid you'd walk along and wheel it along? What they fucking called?
Nobody
Yes,
is it?
you're nodding. What are they called?
What is it?
They look like
never
smart
done
cars,
that.
but they're toys for
Oh,
kids. The
shit.
red and yellow one.
Oh, the
The cozy Corvette.
Yes. There's Jason's car.
We've got 4 questions already, Dennis.
Yes, and I'm trying. I want to make sure. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to see how we fucking
So
see
for
it.
me, my favorite car was my first car, which was a red Jeep Wrangler. That was the 2-door manual. Like
Manual as a first car?
Because some of us actually have skills
Yeah.
and know what to do as adults.
I had to learn how to drive manual in a week before I started my junior year of high school. That way I could drive it to school.
Nice.
That was really hard, but I did it and I loved it.
And
Yeah.
manual is one of those things. It's like riding a bike. Once you know how to
Mhm.
do it, you
Mhm.
never forget.
Yes,
Never.
I speed way too much in a manual. But-
My favorite car, it's honest to God a tie between 2 different Subaru Legacies. I've owned 3 Subaru Legacies in my life. My first car was a 1997 Legacy, sedan, not the weird wagon version. But probably my favorite was the 2021 Legacy that I had. It was the Touring XT model, brown leather
Are we doing
seats
Our favorite car that we've owned? Or
Yes,
just favorite
owned.
car?
That we've owned.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, brown leather seats. It had a massive like 11-inch touchscreen in the center console. Fucking heated seats, cooled seats. Fucking an adaptive cruise control, lane center. It had all the bells and whistles you get on a modern fucking car. Beautiful red paint. Fucking brown leather interior was something else. I fucking love this car. Had to get rid of it because we realized our cars were too much car payment. And so we had to ditch our brand new Subarus. And now I'm stuck in a piece of shit Audi. But yeah, 2021 Subaru Legacy, my all-time favorite car that I've owned.
A truck that my dad gave to me, sort of, as my car in high school, and
For you, the only proper response is your dad's fucking Jaguar.
it's not mine.
Well, I wish he
I
would have
didn't
sold
pay
it to
for
me.
it.
He should.
I paid for this truck. I had a 1989 Ford F-150
Nice.
XLT Lariat.
Ugh.
Hell yeah. That is a boat.
No.
That's kind of hot.
Nobody likes the
Tell me, was it red and white
F-150s.
too?
No,
What?
it was brown. It was brown and tan.
Did it have 2 fucking fuel tanks in it with the
Yeah,
switch
it
on
did.
the dashboard? Yeah.
Yeah. And it had 70,000 original miles on it.
Wow.
My
What a cream puff.
my great grandfather only used it for camping, and because he was like older, like very old, he and my nana did not go camping as much as they wished. It had a generator literally like bolted down in the back, and it had a crew cab, not crew cab, cab cover on the back of it. But that truck got me everywhere I needed to go in Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
My brother has it now, not Gregory, Matthew.
Oh, thank God.
Matthew Gregory had my Fiesta and wrecked it.
Yeah, well, that was your fault for
Matthew,
having a
my
Fiesta.
brother that is a mechanic now has my truck.
We should get it from him and drive it back.
It's called the Duke.
Hang on. Could we get that truck from him and drive it back?
It's my dad's. And my dad probably gave him the title so he could work on it.
Let's open that discussion. I'd love to have that truck.
No.
Well,
Your
okay.
dad tried to
Hey,
sell
man.
you his.
I fucking should have bought it. Oh my god, my dad had a 92 F250 extended cab.
Here, let me get my
Fucking
brother's Facebook page up. He
beautiful.
has pictures of it.
Andy, your favorite vehicle that you've owned?
My favorite vehicle that I owned
know what
was
to like.
a 2014 Ford Mustang GT
There it is.
There it is.
Track Pack Edition. Yeah.
In what color, Andy?
Collaborative.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Jason-
Freaking thing was amazing.
What?
What was your favorite Matchbox?
Huh.
Or are you a Hot Wheels guy?
Favorite what?
Matchbox or Hot Wheels car? RC car? What was your favorite car in Forza?
Ooh, Forza. Let's
No, I'm
see.
just kidding.
I'm joking. I had a lot of favorite cars in Forza though.
I'll tell you what, Jason, we can tweak your question. What is your favourite car that you realistically are probably going to own?
I'm a real fan of the Toyota Tacomas.
Tacomas are nice.
Ooh, good choice.
I'll give you that.
Ah,
Those
good
are
choice.
nice.
Yep. It's like the
You know,
one thing we all agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heated seats.
That will never happen again.
Oh.
Mark it down on the calendar.
Enjoy that moment, mate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's live too. I will make sure not to
Jason,
snip
that's
out
what
this
it feels
part.
like when we all accept you. So just
If it,
You'll
if it
never
makes you guys
feel it again.
Any better? I'm getting a 4Runner on my birthday, so.
Okay.
Forerunner so bad, but they suck so much with gas mileage.
Yeah.
Like
Fuck
three,
you.
3 miles.
And they're heavy. They're heavy vehicles.
I'm gonna make mine a rally car. I'm kidding.
Well,
I wouldn't do that to that car.
we know
Just my car,
Milos's
that's like-
answer is going to be his
Yeah.
Mercedes.
It's my Mercedes, my 91.
I thought it was going to be a
300D,
friggin' horse carriage.
2.6 liter. That is going to be a 5.3 liter. I've owned it for almost 10 years now, or maybe 10 years. That car, I bought that car and realized I needed a second job to maintain it. So I got a second job to maintain it. And then the second job turned out to be my main job. And at one point, the
There
rear
we go,
window
Dylan.
blew out in the middle of the winter, and I was driving around with no rear window, and I almost sold it. But I decided not to. Something about cars is just therapeutic to me. I've grown up around them my whole life. They're my escape from the bullshit that I deal with every day. And one of the reasons why it kept me sane. So never get rid of your hobbies, folks, because that's the only thing you have when everything else goes downhill. Some way to escape. I've dumped way too much money into it. Like probably about 15 to 17 grand right now.
Fuck.
Yep. It's a passion. And it's my passion. So it is what it is. I'm never going to recoup that money. I plan to get buried in that car. That's what I call my forever car. Like no matter what happens in life, financially or anything, that car will always be there, no matter what. I don't care. Not gonna happen. I ain't selling anything from it. Too stubborn too. But yeah.
Well, how on God's green earth did the no job having Jason just become a youngling member of the Mystic
Good
Space
job,
Cats channel?
Jason.
Did
Now we
you
can stop bullying him?
did you steal your mother's credit card?
For
He did.
like maybe.
Did you
Maybe.
steal my credit card?
You son of a bitch.
Maybe. But it's
Welcome.
okay. Good. It goes towards a good cause.
It does. It
Right.
feeds the poor. It's my
Okay,
cats.
so you
They're the
can't
poor.
really see it because he took a picture only of the back of the truck. Which why the fuck would you ever do that?
Look, now I can do this.
Sydney, I was politely asking you to make me another drink.
I know.
Oh.
You can see the back of the truck.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna say, or in fact, I'm gonna pose a question to Andy before I announce my favourite car that I've owned. So just a bit of background for those of you who don't know, me and Andy have been friends for the last 15 or so years, and he should, if he doesn't, because he never fucking gets it right, should remember the name of my first car.
I hate when we do this.
This is testing the friendship right now.
I fucking get it wrong
What's the
Every
letter?
fucking time.
What's the letter?
M for Mike.
Oh shit.
But the car's name wasn't Mike.
It was
Did you own
not
a
Mike,
Nissan
no.
Micra?
No, absolutely.
No,
fucking
it's
not.
his nickname for the car.
None of you will get it
You told
because
us
I very much,
once
I very much.
before.
Well, I don't know whether you remember it.
I don't
don't.
remember
If
anything.
you give me a brand, I will get it.
I keep wanting to
Trust
say Mildred.
Mugsy?
No.
Was
That's
it
the name that you go for every fucking
Why
time.
do I always go?
Mimsy?
Is it Moggy? Oh my god,
It's
what
Moggy.
the fuck?
It's Moggy.
Moggy. That's it.
Moggy. So it's a Morris Minor. A Morris Minor
Oh my
1000,
god!
1957.
Wow, dude.
That thing has no
Milos,
seatbelts.
he freaking
It
sent me a
has.
picture of driving in the snow. Like,
Oh my god, I'm looking at it
Morris
right now. What
Minor
the
is, like,
fuck?
as British as it gets. Dude.
So that car was my first car. I was the first person to be able to drive in my college, and everybody wanted to be driven around in this car. I purchased it from a guy who'd been gifted it by its original owner. So it was an ex-police car, an ex-unmarked police car back in the day. So no lights, no nothing, just a little two-tone siren that you would turn either on or off. So a little, the classic sort of da 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 that you would hear. And it's air horns, so you had the little gasp of air before it actually made a noise. Still had all of that in it. So I bought it from the guy who got gifted it by the original cop that drove it when he was one of the detectives. When he retired, they gave him that car as a retirement gift because they just upgraded the entire.
Rid of it.
Exactly. They basically they'd just upgraded the fleet, so they basically turned around and said, "Thank you for your service. Here's your car. You can have that." So that became his daily driver until he passed away, and then his widow gave it to the person I bought it from.
Nice.
5-6 years I drove that as my daily driver. Car from the 50s, still going strong. I still have her. She's still going strong.
Do you still drive it?
I still
daily or
drive it.
no?
Not daily, no.
Please send me pictures when you get a chance. I want to see.
I will do that now for you, mate.
That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna move on to a couple of the viewer asked questions, and I'm gonna slightly amend this one from Sean because not all of us have partaken in the devil's lettuce. Now his question is: ever smoked a shit ton of weed and just had a blasted off your ass kind of night? So I fuck you, neighbor's dog. Yes, I'm gonna go with the scar story. I personally have never partaken in the devil's lettuce or any other sort of drugs. Yeah, Jess is gonna have a good story. I don't think it's gonna come through on camera.
A fucking riot if you were fucking high.
Yeah, you can't actually see the scar on camera.
Petition.
So no, I can't. I would get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, government job. So I'm gonna slightly amend that question to ever smoked a shit ton of weed or drank a shit ton of alcohol and been just absolutely fucking wrecked. And what's your story? So my story is I was drinking. I was probably 17. Had a whole bunch of drinks with the boys in the backyard, and then started shooting tequila because we were smart, and that's what you do. So, being really smart, first of all, we ended up ripping a fence post or a fence board off the fence. No idea how, but ripped it off. And then, probably 2 o'clock in the morning, been drinking since like 9 at night. We had like a little bonfire going and everything. I was thinking to myself, well, what would really top off all these Jack and Cokes and tequila shots would be a, fuck do you call it? A Smirnoff Ice wine cooler, right? Like, hang on, let me grab one for anyone who's not sure.
He just has it in his mother's fridge.
Else, Jason, we keep it stocked.
One of these fuckers, right, with a twist off cap. So thinking to myself, right, well, you know what's smarter than just, twisting it off is going over to the fence post, placing the bottle cap up against the fence, and popping it off by slapping down on the bottle. Something I've done all the time. It's almost like a party trick, because not everyone can do that. It's not actually that cool. Anyway, that being said, I would probably have blown a .25. So rather than popping it down, I shattered the bottle against the fence post and jammed the bottle up through my hand, like gutting the side of my hand down to like the meat and the muscle. And I'm just bleeding everywhere. But again, I was heavily intoxicated, so I didn't know. Didn't feel a thing. Just was like, woo, yeah, and started drinking out of this shattered bottle without cutting my mouth. My buddy comes over and he's like, you're bleeding really bad. I'm like, no, I'm not, man. He lifts up my hand, shows me, and yeah, it's just dripping blood everywhere. It's cut. There's like stuff pudging out of it because it's like so deeply cut. So ultimately, he takes me to the bathroom. We start cleaning up. My mom wakes up and she's like, you're a fucking idiot. Cleans up the cut. We super glue it back together, and now I've got a pretty fucking cool scar that I really just don't think I can get to show on camera. Let me see. Hey, you can kind of see it. It's this line right here. It's nothing major. That's just kind of my got fucked up story. But now I'm gonna drink the Smirnoff Ice because I opened it. Jess, you had a great look on your face. So tell us about a time you smoked a shit ton of weed and were just fucking wrecked.
Ate a bunch of edibles.
So
Shrooms.
it was when we moved out to Colorado. So we'd gotten the stuff.
Chug.
Yeah.
Gotten another
the
drink.
stuff to smoke it, and I had never done it,
Pardon
so I
me.
couldn't. I had failed miserably. But I'd gotten chocolates, and I was raiding on WoW because I was a main tank in my WoW days. And I was going through a dungeon, and I ate one square, and I didn't realize it took like an hour and a half to start to hit. And so I was talking with my buddies on TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or Discord. I can't remember which one it was. And I was like, I don't feel anything. So I took another square. And then I didn't feel anything. So I took another square. And I didn't feel anything. So I took a fourth square. Still tanking at this time. And then I started to feel it in my toes. And then I couldn't move my hands off the table. And then I couldn't figure out what I was actually doing in the game. And I told my friend, I was like, hey, I gotta go. He's like, you feeling it? I was like, yeah. So that was my first time getting like really fully freaking high. And that was my first high hangover too, because I still felt it the next morning.
Burnout. Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Now, just don't ruin your stories though, because the next question is going to be what's the craziest thing you've done while intoxicated. So if those two stories,
Well, not.
It's not PG, though.
if they don't, well, the stream is not PG.
I can
But
tell you what one of Dennis's fucking crazy things was.
Oh,
Is
that
it-
face!
is-
Look at that face that dropped.
is that the one where I got out of the car when we were going to Taco Time?
No,
Oh.
that's interesting too.
Oh.
I was gonna talk
No,
about
shh.
the frozen fucking eggs.
I have better ones. Okay, Sydney. I'm sorry,
Fucking
Jess.
Potatoes?
Jess, was that the conclusion of your story?
Yeah.
Sydney, tell me
Confusing
about it.
what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
So,
Before you
It's
do,
not
sorry
me.
to interrupt. Hang on. You've had me for 2 hours. I am going to bed because I am between work. So it's been an absolute pleasure, and maybe next time we can do a point where it's, I don't know.
Not the middle of the night for you?
Yeah.
Yes, next time we'll aim for a Saturday for us mid-afternoon or so.
That would work perfectly.
Yeah.
Then you might actually get me for the entirety. So, thank you very much for having me, as always. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and goodbye, chat. Take care. See you
Have a
soon.
good night, everybody. Say goodbye to Swifty and
Right.
Bye.
Bye, Swifty.
I had to say his real name first.
Don't you fucking dare.
Okay, so Dennis here. He has friends
not about me,
over-
about you.
No.
No, your story, then I'll tell the craziest thing later.
I don't get that drunk. Oh, yes, I did. Oh no, I don't want to tell that one. That's
So
sad.
Sydney got really sad at one point during a party. We were at a friend's house, and I want to say she was
sad before the party.
She was somewhere north of 17 shots of vodka in when she decided that the best choice was to profusely vomit into the downstairs toilet. So she does that. She throws up on the toilet. And
didn't throw up on the floor, didn't throw up on myself, didn't throw up on anyone else.
that was good.
Straight in the toilet, and I'm sitting there on my knees in someone else's bathroom. She's holding my hair back. It's our buddy's brother's girlfriend. And I just look up at her and I'm like, "You're so pretty and I love you so much." And I'm just like bawling my eyes out. But Dennis is like, "Maybe it's time for us to go home." Like maybe 20 minutes of sitting there on the floor crying, throwing up profusely. And Dennis is like, let's call mom to come pick us up and we'll go home. And mom, being his mom, we're not related, my mother-in-law, comes to pick us up. And I walk out the door, I'm just stumbling, I have a smile on my face, and she's like, "You ready to go?" And I'm like, "I'm ready to go home now." So she has a truck. I open the doors and I crawl into the back of the truck and I lay down. I just lay down in the back, and she's like, "Don't throw up in my fucking car." And I'm like, I'm not gonna throw up in your car. I fell asleep, and what was supposed to be like a 15-minute drive was like 3 seconds. Because I woke back up, got out of her truck, and I'm like, "See, I didn't throw up." I walk up the driveway, get to the front door where our Ring camera is mounted to the wall, and I take one step up to get on our front step, and I say, "Oh no." And I turn and I throw up in this tree we have by the front door. It's just like a giant bush. I throw up in it. It's
the
on
Japanese
the Ring camera.
maple.
I'm crying.
We need that clip.
I have tried to find it several times and it has gone missing.
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 Sydney did something to
Deleted
I
by
have a nice
user.
video of Dennis running up the driveway because he forgot something. And
I will see if I can make that happen on stream. I'll try to show that one. I can make a short. Oh my god, why have I not made a short out of that yet? I'm gonna do that. I had that video
that
somewhere.
would be a good one.
Andy, tell us about a time you got overly intoxicated. The first time, is that what we were doing, right? No. Oh, yeah, just the most fucked up you've been.
I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know.
Totally forgot all
don't
times.
Really have, yeah. I mean, I
I'm an adult who
don't
drinks.
have, yeah.
Well,
once you get past a certain age, you got to start worrying about how much you consume. So,
oh, we legally have to skip Jason, who's under the age of even 18. Yeah, Milos, tell us about a time you got completely Shrek.
So I work for a delivery company. I once tried one of our products. It was a chocolate infused Forget what flavor. Raspberry dark chocolate, I think it was. It was 1,000 milligrams. So that, just to let you guys know who hasn't, 100 milligrams is 1 gram. So I essentially ate 10 grams of THC in one sitting. About an hour in, I started getting panic attacks. It was in the middle of us moving, and I was freaking out. We had, I think, 2 months still to actually like get out. But I remember sitting on the couch, screaming in my mind, going, "Oh my God, we have so much shit to move." Then I snapped myself out of it. The second I snapped myself out of it, I started falling asleep. I was out by 7. My ex was pissed at me because we were watching a show and I just passed out on the couch. Woke up the next morning at about 8:30, still just zonked out of my mind. Probably one of the most uncomfortable feelings ever. I actually really did not like it, and I felt the effect until about 6:30 in the afternoon.
Oh.
So it was pretty much a full 24-hour high that was not pleasant from the beginning, and I will never take that much again. I do not advise anybody to. It is not fun. But I needed to try it because I was like, you know, I want to see what it's like. I'm just curiosity killed the cat that night. That's what happened. Yeah.
It will do that.
Just check your Snapchat.
So I'm going to shoot now to a question. This is from Jason Herr, longtime loyal viewer, former member of SLRP, good buddy. And this is, what's the craziest thing you've done while intoxicated? I'm just going to kind of give you y'all a brief overview of a couple of the funniest fucking things I've done while drunk. And I think I am genuinely blessed in the fact that I am a happy... No! Yes. That's one of them. I am a happy, fun drunk. I do not get mad. I do not get angry. I don't get feisty. Everything is fun. I get happy. So I have a good relationship with drinking. Whenever I have a few drinks and get a little fuzzy, I'm just having fun. I'm never gonna fight you. I'm never gonna fuck you up. I get lovey too, like at the end, like when I'm just completely wrecked. Oh, I love you guys so much.
Very lovey, but also very sad.
Yeah. So, let's go to. I went out with a couple coworkers for drinks at a bowling alley, like a family fun bowling alley, called Kingpins, and so I got family fun,
children.
Got you know, it's just supposed to be just genuinely like just have like a drink and play like a couple, like bowl a few games. So we had like a drink and bowled a few games, and then had another drink and bowled some games, and then a drink and a drink. And then everyone's like, all right, well, I'm going to go home now, you know, just nothing too crazy. And I'm like, yeah, that's what a fucking bitch would say. Let's go to the bar in the bowling alley and keep drinking. So sure as shit, we did. I ended up passing out. I'd never passed out in my life before. I ended up passing out drunk on the floor of this bowling alley that has like a kid's arcade attached to it. So the bartender ended up throwing me out, and I fell asleep on my front lawn. And I am going to... I don't have that picture readily available. I will find that and get that somewhere. But there's a picture of me just wrecked in my front lawn, face down.
The one that I took as I was walking up the driveway to leave you outside because you wouldn't listen to me and you pissed me off.
Yep.
I said, fuck you, I'm out. I'm going home and I'm sleeping in my own bed.
There's been a handful of times that my buddies and I got drunk back when this was my parents' house. There used to be a dartboard here. We'd play like bullseye dares pretty much. If I hit a bullseye, then so-and-so has to do whatever and throw the fucking dart. So one of my buddies and I are really good at hitting bullseyes, and our other buddy was always the butt of the jokes. So one of them was, oh, if I hit a bullseye, I get to take you out back and throw eggs at you. So sure enough, we hit a fucking bullseye, take him out back, grab a couple eggs. I'm like, all right, ready? Bam! Just let that fucking egg loose. All of us had played baseball. We all have a pretty good arm. Yeah, the egg was fucking frozen. Bounced off his back like a fucking rock. And like just takes off into the fucking atmosphere. It's just gone. And so we're like, oh, that's fucking, what a cool egg. Let's try it again. Bam! Another one down the fucking pipe. Same fucking thing. Frozen egg off his back. It left welts on his fucking back. Just massive welts.
The pellet gun or the BB gun? Not BB gun.
I have
Not airsoft.
I have two
You
more.
remember?
I don't remember that one.
It was at his house.
That's concerning. I don't.
When we did the
No, that was a BB gun.
What sound does a horse make?
Yeah, no, we just got drunk and shot each other in the back with an airsoft gun. I don't. That was.
There's the potato too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the potato.
Who was there for that one?
The potato and the pickle.
The pickle.
Yeah. So, equally just as drunk. I live on a street that's backed by a cul-de-sac, and I just got so drunk the dare was throw a fucking potato. So, sure enough, went out in the backyard and just chucked a fucking big old russet potato as far as I fucking could into the backyard. And it definitely hit someone's car or trash can because there was a really loud thumping sound. But and then finally, again, the same buddy's always the butt of the joke. We hit him with the eggs, and then we made him eat a pickle as seductively as possible. We recorded it, and he just crammed a whole pickle down his throat.
On his knees, put a pickle in his mouth, and eat it seductively as we recorded.
And he did, and that video still lives somewhere. We won't.
It's in my phone.
We won't.
The hot dog.
What the fuck did
What
he do
hot
with
dog?
The same hot dog
what
he
hot
ate
dog?
seductively because he lost a bet.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. I took up a lot of time on that question because, like I said, I have fun when I get drunk. So throwing potatoes, making my friend choke on a pickle, it's all right up that fucking same alley. So
Drunk Cards Against Humanity.
drunk Cards Against Humanity is
amazing.
fire.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wait, if everyone in this group has Cards Against Humanity, right? Hear me out. We could almost play that. They'd have to read their own card, which defeats the purpose. There's an online version, right?
Pretend you're XYZZY.
Yeah.
We're gonna need.
It doesn't work anymore.
Wait, no, there's a different one.
We're gonna find that. But Jess, I need to go grab another drink. I can feel myself starting to get drunk. Jess, tell us about the. Let me re-reference the question. The craziest thing you've done while intoxicated. And I will be right back.
So I'm 11 years sober. So it's been quite a bit since I've been like completely shit-faced drunk. Cause like back when I like stopped drinking was when I was drinking everything that I had in it had some form of alcohol. Like from morning to night, everything had alcohol in it. So I don't remember much because I was drunk for quite a while. So that's why I don't drink anymore. So my story is not that cool, but you know, it's been a bit since I actually got drunk.
I mean, I don't get drunk much either. I have to drive Dennis around.
Denny, what about that one time
What one time?
when after you guys got home and we played Siege, and you were fucking crying and you were popping off?
What one?
Which time?
Which time?
Dude,
God
it was
damn!
it's on stream. Dennis was like, "Yeah, we're coming home right now. Cindy's drunk as fuck, but we're ready to play Siege." I was like, "Okay."
Can we move on
And
to the
yeah,
next question?
I don't remember what it was.
We've been talking about drunk times for a while.
For a while, yeah.
I'm waiting on Dennis. He decided to walk away, so I don't know what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Dennis, next question, buddy.
Oh, did everyone already go through all their questions? Answers?
Well, I mean, like 3 of those were the same thing.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. What would be the thing you're most likely to go bankrupt buying? So, like something stupid. Like if something presented itself in front of you right now, what would you just blow all your fucking money on?
Dogs.
And that comes from Mr. Deadbeast.
Fabric.
Firearms.
Guns. Yeah.
Yeah, I would if
Car parts.
Craft supplies.
A lot of car parts.
Video games I'll only play once.
Andy, Jason.
Star over here. Oh, Halloween decorations.
Ooh, the big
Yeah.
skeleton from Lowe's.
Dude, if I had room. If I
Alright.
fucking had room.
I'll make room. I'll sleep with it if I have to.
Yeah.
Oh God. Jess, there is a congratulations from Jason Her on your 11 years
I
of
did see
sobriety.
that. Thank
Wonderful.
you. It was
Congratulations on that.
Whoop.
I don't know if this is more targeted towards me specifically, maybe me and Sydney a little bit, but from Frost, question is, what's your favorite brand of motorcycles?
Not fucking Harleys, Jason.
Not fucking Harleys. I am a major
Fuck
fan of my BMW. I have a BMW G650 GS. It's an adventure bike.
Harleys are better.
Oh
Harleys are
God,
better.
I will disconnect you.
Do it. I won't join.
Alrighty, so however, that being said, I am partial to Triumphs. My dad has a Triumph Tiger, I think it's a 900. And then Sydney has a Honda. Hondas are fantastic motorcycles.
I want a Honda CRV.
CRV.
What is it? Yeah.
And
New?
there will never be a sports bike in my garage. I'm just putting that out there now.
Dude, the new
Hey, what's
Honda.
a Triumph Tiger Sport?
That is an adventure touring.
That is a sports bike.
It is not, even by any stretch of the imagination, that is at most, it's a sport touring.
Guys, watch this. Watch. You see this? See this?
Good job, babe.
Got the play dead going on. I'm gonna try to drag Jason back in here. Anyone else here partial to a specific motorcycle? Or any?
Yes. Don't
All right.
remember the name of it though.
Brand?
It's one from the older Top Gear episodes where they did a train versus transport versus motorcycle, and Richard Hammond had an old bike. I think it was a Triumph. I don't remember.
I'd laugh.
But-
It's the Rocket.
But that bike, when I'm not a bike guy, I saw that bike and I was like, wow, that is really, really freaking nice. There was also a British builder when the bike shows were really, really popular in like the 2010s, like when OCC was out and all that. There was a guy in Britain who made the most gorgeous like cafe racer inspired bikes. And he hid every wire, every cable through the bars, through the frame. So there was nothing visible. His bikes were like had meaty wheels on it. They were brushed aluminum and black, and that was like his theme. And let me tell you what. I'll tell you what. Some of the prettiest bikes I ever saw. But I can't remember the guy's name. I've been looking for him for like a while now. I just like gave up. Whatever. You search British bike builder and like you're gonna be looking for fucking ever.
That is true. Buddy of mine at work just got a Triumph, actually. I can't remember which one. A nice bike though. But all right. Well, we let me refresh and make sure. I think we are out of viewer questions. Our viewers are starting to dwindle down. I think I am going to bring us to a conclusion here. I'll ask one more question. I have several more that we had on deck, but let me see. All right. Favorite season of the year?
Fall.
Oh, that's a hard question. I'm a winter person. Really like the cold. I like the snow. You know, I just love all that.
Fall.
for me.
Because it's got Halloween.
Oh, there it is. I like spring because it like everything starts to come back to life. You start seeing all the green. Early spring, you see all the flowers blossom. It's you deal with nothing but gray and white for 3 or 4 months, and all of a sudden you just start seeing pinks and purples and like light blues. Springtime is literally the best time. And I don't deal with pollen. I don't have allergies, so.
Sydney, what did you say your favorite season was? Fall.
Halloween.
All right. I'm gonna grab one special guest for this episode,
Thanksgiving.
and that is Thanksgiving. I like winter because snow. I fucking love snow. I'm going to invite one special guest in for this episode. This is going to be Operative Phoenix, the most loyal viewer of all time. I'll pull him up here for a couple of moments to say hi to everybody. Maybe we can all ask him a question or two, and then we'll depart from this episode. So let me bring Phoenix on up.
Mr. Phoenix.
Hello?
I'm going to invite one special guest.
Oh boy.
Oh, you are.
Mute your thing. Mute your live stream there.
I think he did.
Sorry about that.
I can hear you. We hear you. Yep.
How you doing,
you doing?
guys?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Similar shit, just a different toilet.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
I feel that. All right.
So,
Yeah, I'm interested to know because you had asked the question about asking Milos what life was like before a smartphone. So I'll ask one final question here. So, what was your first cell phone? This goes for everybody, but Phoenix first. What was your first cell phone?
I'm not gonna lie, I had one of those old style phones where like the keyboard was the back of the phone, so you had to slide the top of the phone up in order to reveal the keyboard.
Yes, I had one. It was.
I loved that one.
It was not my first, but my first was a no shit flip phone.
Sidekick.
That is one of them. I think my first phone was an actual no shit flip phone. I had a couple of them, but then I had a couple where you would take it and you turn it sideways and slide it up, and you'd have the full keyboard under it, which I think is what Phoenix was describing. And I think it was the LG Cosmos 2. But just a really fun side story about that. My screen got damaged. It had a blue like tint over it, and the screen was flipped. So in order to read my screen, right, I would have to hold a mirror up and look into a mirror to see what was on my screen. And because my parents refused to buy me a new phone, I lived for almost a year with this old phone. If you were holding it like this, it worked just fine. But as soon as you turned it sideways and slid it up to have access to that keyboard, the screen went inverted. So I carried a little pocket-sized mirror around, and I would just take it out, hold it up like this. Oh,
Wow.
Yep. I can now read what was happening, put the mirror away, type out a text, pick it up, yep, proofread it, all done. But
I didn't have that problem. My phone, when I slid it up to reveal the keyboard, it would invert automatically to the direction that the keyboard was facing, so I could still read everything.
Mine was
your phone
broken.
worked.
Yeah, mine was just broken. But
So my first phone was the Kyocera, like the one that you could change the front and back plate on. You could change the buttons. Like,
Oh damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kyocera's were top notch.
I still have it.
Those are
It's in a box somewhere, along with a little baggie of faceplates and button covers.
I'm having to Google it. I've never seen that phone in my life. Hey, you can still buy one for $49 from Walmart.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, Dennis, I want to touch on how you brought up, the funniest thing you've ever done while hammered, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my 21st birthday, I had never had a drink before in my entire life, right? So, I decided to have a good friend drive me to a bar. I had my ID with me because I wanted to see what it was like to be drunk because, I'm young and stupid. And I ended up so fucking drunk that I basically spent the whole night in the bar. Like, they forgot I was fucking there and locked me in the bar and didn't find me until the next morning.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
That's unfortunate. Oh man. I can't say I've ever I've never. Oh, I was gonna say that I also had that push-up competition with Jordan in the parking lot of the clubhouse while Robbie threw up next to us. That was fun.
See, but here's the thing. When I woke up the next morning from that, I was still in the bathroom, so that's why they didn't find me.
Oh
The,
man.
porcelain god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, good lord. All right. Well, I want to say on stream here a big thanks to Phoenix. You're always there watching the streams and moderating, partner. We appreciate you always being around. And
Yeah, of course, man.
yeah, and thanks for being here tonight. I know you sat in the cantina waiting for a while to be pulled up here, so we appreciate your patience and waiting for us. And I look forward to seeing you out there on the next stream and the next Mystic Talks. I'm hoping to do one of these about every month or so. But
Sounds good to me.
all right, well, we'll see you on the next one then, buddy. You have a good rest of your night. All right.
Everybody heading out?
Yeah, we're about to end the stream. I'll say my goodbyes here shortly.
Okay, well, you guys have a good night. Glad I could hop in, and pretty soon I won't be operative anymore, just so you're aware.
Gonna finally go to Assassin Phoenix?
V2.
Yeah, I gotta wait for YouTube's bullshit 14-day name change policy.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fucking YouTube.
It is what it is.
It
At least you are in
is.
the process of changing it, so that's
is.
all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, actually, I got one last question for both you and Sydney Dennis.
Sure.
So, as you'll recall, I made you both a little something something that I put in photos and media, and I want to know your opinion.
I think it looks fucking awesome.
Sydney, I made you one too. You just probably didn't see it.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Lay down.
I whistled at her and she didn't respond to me.
No, because she was coming to me.
Good dog. Barely a good dog. Sydney, we have OP Live to watch too.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where Alyssa is right now. She
I'm
sent me a...
gonna be too drunk to fix the cars tomorrow.
Ooh. She's at an Irish pub right now in Portland.
Oh, take me.
We could.
Alrighty. Phoenix, I'm gonna toss you back down to the cantina and you can do what you'd like to do from there. But again, thank you for stopping by, buddy. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you always being there for the streams.
Dude, it's fucking almost 10:30. I'm going the fuck to sleep.
I'm just gonna disconnect you then. Have a
See you
good night,
guys.
Phoenix.
Have a good one.
You too. Peace.
All right, Keneal, hey there. Looks like you're catching us on the tail end of the stream. We only have time for the one special guest tonight, and that was Phoenix. I am going to call this stream it. I do want to say a big thank you to all the viewers, whether you watch this tonight, whether you watch it in the future. If you never watch it, but you're a viewer, I'm saying thank you. Hopefully it makes its way to you through space and time. But that being said, I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. And a big, massive thank you to all the co-hosts here, Jess, Sydney, Andy, Milos. And then we've also got Swifty and Michael that were here. So you guys are all amazing. It's always a pleasure to game with you, to have this opportunity to come here and sit with you. And the fact that this many people wanted to come out and listen to me just ramble about shit and to listen to all the answers to the random questions we had, that means a lot to me. So I'm looking forward to continuing this on, closing in on 4,000 subscribers. Looking forward to that 4,000 mark. And then at 5,000, we're going to do another formal Q&A where I collect as many questions from you all as I can and answer them all with the same thing. Another panel of moderators. And yeah, again, Mystic Talks. Hopefully I can do one of these maybe every month or so. If you do them too much, you burn out and it's like this, you know, either you're answering the same questions over and over or whatever.
I can clear that link of like questions that had been asked, and we can reuse that link so you can post it on your...
That'd be a good idea. So perfect. But anyway, again, thank you to everybody that came out. Special thank you to Phoenix again for always being there as a moderator, and Mr. Deadbeast, who is a very, very consistent viewer who I see is still here chatting. Thank you very much. Jason Herr, Sean, me, everybody. I'm trying to read through the chat and I'm getting drunk here, so it's hard to articulate what I'm thinking. That being said, there's not a lot of people watching. Keneal asked if I can do an LEO stream tomorrow. I can't yet. Just keep an eye on the channel for something that may be changing coming up if everything goes according to plan. There may be some LEO streams coming your way in the somewhat near future. Not making any promises, not saying anything's happened yet, but maybe. That being said, again, it's been a fantastic night. I do want to make a major shout out to all of the financial donors and supporters of the channel. Namely, Sydney, for some reason. We pay our own money to my channel. Massive contributors being Milos, Andy, and...
Dirty money.
and Mike Statewi. Statewi has been a major
Milos?
financial supporter. I said Milos, Andy, and
Oh.
Huh?
yeah. You fuckers! I almost forgot you were here. Your cameras aren't even on. I'm getting drunk. I need to go watch TV. This has been a fucking great stream,
You better
guys.
stay here first.
Well, yeah. I assume we're all gonna sit here and chat for a minute. I'm gonna end this stream now. Again, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank y'all for being here. Never imagined this would be happening for me. So this is really cool. Make sure there is a link in the description of this live stream. Go check out the channels to all my co-hosts that have been here tonight. You guys are fucking fantastic. The co-hosts are fantastic. Viewers are fantastic. Jack Daniels is fantastic. Have a great fucking rest of your night.